Sylhet has played a magnificent host as always, being Bangladesh's tea capital. Whether you're looking for swamp forests, sea beaches, special places in the form of Lalakal, Bisnakandi, Katimnagar rainforests, Sri Mongol, doesn't matter, brings cricket at the top as well. Here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, playing host to the T20 International Series between Bangladesh and women, where the Ireland women have actually dominated and won the series by winning the second T20 International by 47 runs. Having won the toss, Gabby Lewis decided to have a bat first yet again, and courtesy of a couple of 30s and 20s, they put up a challenging total, and in response, Bangladesh had bundled out for just 87 in 17.1 overs. That brings us to the third and final T20 International of the Sonora Ireland Tour of Bangladesh 2024, powered by 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Yes, it is the finale that will conclude the series, and I'm sure the Irish team will be looking for a clean sweep, as Bangladesh did the same to them in the ODI format. However, Bangladesh will want to stop that and get a win under their belt. This is pictures of the teams arriving early on. The visitors, as you see, Amy Maguire, Orla Prendergast was following, had a special series, especially the T20 leg. Murshida hasn't got a bat in the T20 leg till now. Nahida, the left-arm spinner. The Sylhet cricket authorities, always such a good host when cricket comes around. And this is a summary of how the series has panned out so far. The ODI leg kick-started back in Mirpur, where Bangladesh won all three of them. The first one by a massive margin of 154 runs, then winning the second one by 5 wickets, and the final one by 7 wickets. But here in Sylhet, it has been an Ireland show, winning the first one by 12 runs, the second one by a big margin of 47 runs, as we are all set for the third and final T20 International here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. The teams were already on the field, warming up. Yes, they've won it already, but some formalities are left, and I'm sure they will love to end the tour on a high. The Ireland girls, Amy Hunter, Arlene Kelly, Freya Sargent, Gabby Lewis, all have outshone in this T20 format. And as we saw, Murshida Khatun there, the left-handed batter, will like to have a run in the final T20 match here, but only time will tell. But first and foremost, we'll go over to Shanu Rabbani for the pitch report.
Before every game, the one thing everyone has in their minds is how the pitch will play out. And here we are for the pitch report. Now, this is the same pitch that was used in the first T20 International. It was a high-scoring affair, and the team batting first, which was Ireland, won the match. Now, if you look at this pitch, what it tells us, it's very hard, it's a very good batting surface. The amount of grass that we saw in the first match has been reduced a bit. So, I'm expecting this to become even more batting friendly. And because the amount of grass is very minimal, I think that the team that bats first will want to put up a big score. The average score batting first in this ground in 45 T20 internationals is 129. The team that bats second scores only 108. And as you expect, the team that's batted second has won only 13 matches. That includes day matches and day-night matches. However, one feels that whoever wins the toss would like to bat first. Let's see what happens at the toss.
Yeah, that was Shanu Rabbani with the pitch report. We're back to pitch number 4, where the first T20 International has been played. But so far in this series, the Sylhet International has gifted us belters, good for batting and something in for the seamers. In particular, that person will not be interested, as yeah, he's on the trees. But I'm sure everyone will be looking forward to the all-important toss in the middle with the captains and the match referee. It's Mazharuddin Omi.
It's toss time of this third and final T20 international between Bangladesh and Ireland women's. I've got the two captains, Nigar Sultana Jyoti, Gabby Lewis, alongside the match referee, Supriya Rani Dash. Jyoti would spin the coin. Heads is the call. It's a head. Gabby, what have you decided and why?
We're going to have a bell first this morning.
All right.
We think that with the due round of the outfield that it'll seem a bit early on.
Right, you have a great T20 series. Obviously, you'd like to finish this on a high and went back home with a positive note.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been a great tour. I know we had some defeats in the ODIs, but the way the squad has turned it around, and hopefully we'll finish it off with another win today.
Any changes in the playing 11?
Yes, we have 𝗂 𝗏𝗄𝗃𝗲 is out and Christina 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is in, and she's going to keep wicket.
Thank you very much.
Thank
and
you.
All the best.
Thanks, Emil.
Jyoti, happy to bat first?
Yeah, so far because we've been doing bowling for the last 2 games and it actually not working for us. So far, yeah, we can try something different. Let's see how the team going.
Obviously, you have won the ODI series, but T20 series didn't go your way. You'd like to finish this on a positive note?
So definitely there is a lot of take back that we can carry from here for the next series. And I think few individual performances there, but somehow like in the first game, it was a very good game. And in the second, I think we couldn't capitalize ourselves in the middle. But still, I'm hoping and I'm very much positive about the team and how they are right now. I feel they are confident and it is a good opportunity for us to take some positive notes from the last game.
Are you going to test the bench strength for this game?
Yeah, we are changing 3. Happy, Ritu and Rabia comes in the side and yeah, more or less at the same.
Thank you very much and all the best. Right, the news from the center is that Ireland have won the toss and they have decided to bowl first.
Yeah, 3 out of 3 for the Ireland captain Gabby Lewis as far as winning the toss in this T20 leg of the series is concerned. Yeah, in the first 2 matches, she decided to have a bat first, those being day-night matches commencing later on in the day. This one being the only morning match in this T20 international leg. She's decided to give her bowlers a run. So Ireland will be fielding first as Bangladesh batters have been invited to come in the middle and have a go with the bat. This is what the side looks like for Bangladesh. Nigar Sultana Jyoti leading the side yet again. 3 changes for them. Murshida Khatun comes in place of the other opener Dilara Akhtar. One leggy replacing the other, Rabia replacing Fahima, and Ritu Muni comes back again, this time in place of Taj Nihar. As we enjoy our morning tea in this picturesque stadium, may I welcome Mohammad Isam. Very good morning.
Good morning, Shanur. Good morning, Shamunnoy. Ireland have just made 1 change. They've brought in Coulter-Riley in place of 𝗂 𝗏𝗄𝗃𝗲. The rest of the lineup remains the same as they look for a 3-0 result. Gabby Lewis, Amy Hunter, and the rest, all Prendergast. A candidate for player of the series, perhaps.
Yeah, surely. Some, they have a good mix and they have a good balance and they seem to understand their advantages quite well. Yeah, the on-field umpires, Shathira Zakir Jesse, in company with Suzanne Redfern from England. They've enjoyed the series. Big wry smile as the sun shines on their faces. Waving of hands as they make their way onto the field. It will be an interesting encounter. We look forward to it, obviously. But just to give you out an exciting fact that, it's been a groundbreaking thing that for the first time in a bilateral international series, an all-women team served as match officials throughout the entire series. TV umpire, Rokia Sultana, in charge in front of the TV. And Dolly Rani Sarkar playing the role of the reserves umpire, and match referee, of course, Supriya Rani Dash. As we see the Ireland fielders getting on. There she is, the match referee, styling the tie. And there will be a change at the top for Bangladesh, as mentioned. No surprises there?
Not much of a surprise there. Dilara didn't really score or didn't really bat the way an opener was supposed to bat in a 135 chase. Perhaps that's why they thought they would go for a different option. They do have a lot of options in that squad. They brought in Murshida Khatun, Ritu Muni, and Rabia. and they've made like-for-like changes on most of those changes. So I think Bangladesh are looking to find their combination, as T20s have become slightly out of hand for the home side.
Yeah, sadly so. Shobhana Mostari will be taking the strike. Did not get much of a start in the second T20I, however. In the first one, she did get some runs, was just short of her half century. The first one, it would have been 46 her highest, which happened in the first T20I in this series. They'll want to get a good start. Murshida Khatun, now pretty much regular face in the ODI circuit. Was not played in the first two matches, is back, has got 650s, has the potential, the caliber, lovely cover drives. And Freya Sargent will begin proceedings with the new ball. Big smile on. She did the same in the second T20I as well.
Yes, but it's a bit of a surprise not seeing Orla Prendergast taking the new ball, which he has, like the first over, which he has done in the previous matches. And that also sets the tone, gives Bangladesh a fair warning about what to expect from the Ireland bowlers. But I think the pitch has dictated what Gabby Lewis has decided here. So I think that's why Freya Sargent has been given the new ball. She bowls slow off spinners.
Starts off with a short one. Played to square leg. First run. Murshida was looking for the second. Shobhana says, take your time, it's fine. Yeah, at least for the right-handed Shobhana, there was a deep mid-wicket and a long on. We'll see what they place for the left-hander.
Yes, they've posted a deep mid-wicket for the left-hander too. We'll have to wait and see what Murshida has plans for against the off-spinner. It is her matchup, the ball going away from the batter. There is a deep cover at on the offside and a deep mid-wicket.
Nicely cut away, pierces the gap. First runs of Murshida's bat, and then she starts with a boundary.
I think Sue Redfern also enjoyed that shot. A clean strike of the bat. She just waved at it. Wide delivery from Freya Sargent, and she found that gap between the backward point and gully fielder. Again, a short ball from Freya Sargent. Not a great effort from the point fielder there. Gone for 4.
They're coming around the wicket, trying to reduce the room for the left-handed batter.
Yeah, that's probably a better angle for Freya, as she looks to cramp Murshida Khatun, who's off to a good start.
Bit of the back foot, finer, with good effort at short third. Think it's Laura Delaney, makes the stop and certainly saving a few runs.
Freya Sargent probably struggling to grip that or rip that new ball, a brand new ball. Takes a bit of time for an off spinner or any spinner to bowl that first over, but she's taken up the challenge.
Good start so far. Again, if we just go back to the first boundary, it wasn't that short of a delivery. It was nicely cut by Murshida. Moves across, single not there. The opening stand, however, in the first T20I was a big one. Was a big one for Bangladesh. 103. Dilara and Shobhana put up together.
Yes, the first time the Bangladesh opening pair put up a 100-run stand. At the end of the over, Bangladesh 6 for no loss after first over.
It will be Orla Prendergast sharing the new ball with Freya Sargent in the similar manner they did previously. You wanted it, you got it, Isam.
Yes, Orla Prendergast now coming in from the media end or the commentary box end. Probably she prefers this end she has bowled quite well from this end on all of these pitches at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium.
A bit of swing in the air, a bit of a lapse in the field. Going for the single. They do get it. Bit of a wayward throw.
The quality of the air or the atmosphere in the middle encourages swing bowling. I think there will be a lot of deliveries that 𝗬𝗏-𝗃𝗃𝗃 is going to bowl with a bit of swing on it and probably see movement as well. Nice breeze outside as well. It's nice cool breeze, and it's sunny. It's sunny, but it's still on the cooler side in the temperature part. As Sobhana Mustari now takes strike.
A nice looking drive. Straight to the fielder at cover point. So she adjusts quite well, 𝗬𝗏-𝗃𝗃𝗃, you know. Not afraid to give it some air early on, looking for the swing, but as we progress through the innings, she pulls the length back a bit. She was successful, particularly against the openers in the second T20I.
Yeah, she used that short ball very well against 𝗬𝗏. She was unfortunate that 𝗬𝗏 didn't get caught in that first game, but quick single there from Sobhana Mustari as the fielder couldn't quite gather the ball in time. Yes, 𝗬𝗏-𝗃𝗃𝗃 shortens the length as the game progresses. She uses her height quite well. Here she is bowling again, slightly short, but not short enough as Sobhana quickly takes a single. Singles and twos will be very important for Bangladesh in this game that they missed in the second ODI.
Spot on. They're trying to make amends as far as that's concerned. Oh, inside edge. But thankfully for Murshida, went on to hit her leg instead of the wickets.
Immediately Murshida is pointing to her that she could have played it on the offside, maybe square of the wicket. Sobhana was telling Murshida that she could have played it on the offside, and I think Murshida was pointing towards a gap on the leg side.
Aerial. Again, that one doesn't carry. With the field positioned for Murshida, you know, the two fielders outside the circle, one of them deep point and the other one defined leg. There again we see the cover point fielder coming into play, but hence she was pointing at the square leg region. There's no fielder there.
That's what 𝗬𝗏-𝗃𝗃𝗃 wants her to think as she angles that ball away from Murshida. Yes, so 𝗃𝗃𝗃 will now look to float it away from her. That was an uppish shot in the last ball.
Oh, edged and through the gap. Will get her second boundary, Murshida. Not in favorable fashion though. She wouldn't mind. That will end the over, the boundary. After two, Bangladesh are 12 without loss. We're going to see a change in the bowling attack. Freya Sargent's going to be replaced, but this is the last delivery of the previous over.
I thought that was deliberate, Shaman. I think she saw the third man up and gully in position, so she guided it to the boundary. I don't know if you would agree with that.
Initially did not look like it. Elana Dalzell replacing Freya Sargent from the pavilion end. Moves across the Shobhana, plays it fine. Would. 4 runs First boundary for Shabana.
Elena Dalzell straying on line with the first ball. Shabana getting a bit of bat on it, and the billiard table-like outfield takes it to the boundary for her first 4 in the match.
He just moved across, used the advantage of the angle, but did bring out the billiard table from him up. The keeper misses, running away as Delaney chases it, throw it back. The batters are back for a couple.
Yes, Elena's radar hasn't quite caught up yet with what she's supposed to do to 𝗂𝗏 Mostari. Both balls down the leg side. 𝗂𝗏 couldn't get the bat on that. It was too wide. 7 runs of her first ball so far. Gabby Lewis would want Elena Dalzell to pull things back in this over.
Just like to refer to the field where they've got a slip, but the slip was not pretty orthodox. At least as the keeper was standing up to the stumps, she's quite far away. It looked like sort of a second slip position.
Yes, a wider first slip or a second slip position. I think her initial idea was to get the ball away from the batter, but she also did have a leg protection on the leg side. Now it'll be quite interesting what Elena Dalzell does, because she doesn't have the slip now. It's a very conventional defensive power play field with a deep square leg in position and a deep point.
Length, back of a length, if not short. Yeah, length, well bowled.
Yes, that's what she has to do now that she's taken over from Shreya Sarjan from the pavilion end, because 𝗿𝗏 Pendergast is not going to give a lot away. So if the bowler from the other end doesn't quite support her, that becomes a problem for Gabby Lewis. She wouldn't want the one from the pavilion end to leak runs. It's likely that 𝗿𝗏 Pendergast will bowl one more over from the media end.
Slightly on the fuller side and also taking a few steps. Way to go with mid-on and mid-off inside the circle.
Yes, of course. And I mean, it is a very conventional start for Bangladesh. They've got 20 runs of 2.4 overs, playing cricketing shots. In the previous 2 matches, Dilara set the ground on fire with her shots, but it was quite haphazard or sometimes unnecessary the way she was slogging. It's a very different pace for Bangladesh today.
Short, pulled away. Did not middle it properly. And hence, the fielder, Leah Paul, does recover and throw it back.
Murshida again on the charge, but not playing a full-blooded pull shot this time. Just chipping it over the mid-wicket fielder for a couple. There was an option of going harder at that one, but that comes with the risk of a top edge. It's a good start for Bangladesh so far with the left and right combination.
Full. I think Murshida feels that she sort of missed out. It was in her slot. She loves the cover drive. Will end the third with a dot ball 22 without loss. Serene city of Sylhet, playing host to the T20 leg of the Senora Ireland Tour of Bangladesh 2024 series, powered by 𝗏𝗏. Beautiful, beautiful. Just like to bring up, you know, you mentioned billiard. As Pendergast continues. Mostari almost went fishing, but opted out. Enjoyed the billiard game?
Yes, after a long time. And the reason you're bringing that up is because you're very good at it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have mentioned it.
Very good is an overstatement. I am not. I am not, but that's very kind of you. Orla Prendergast. Oh, got the ball to jack back in. Nicely bowled.
Orla Prendergast is not going to give you a lot to hit. Shobhana would know that, having faced her in the last 5 white ball games in Dhaka and Sylhet. The thing about Orla, I think she does have the ability to bring it back and also float it away from the batter. The second part of her bowling that she'll bring out probably in the second spell is the short ball. So she's a very well equipped fast bowler.
Oh, well bowled. However, the umpire doesn't think so. Wide signaled. They think it's up and over the head of Shobhana Mustari.
Just as I was saying that she has the short ball in her arsenal, she brings it out early, just sounding out to Shobhana that I have the short ball, I have not forgotten about it. It's an excellent choice of the short ball, and short ball is used as a dot ball too.
Oh, just past the outside edge. No, she's got 2 fielders placed, deep square leg and deep fine leg, so the short ball was coming. And right after that delivery, she surprises her by going outside the off with a length delivery.
And we can see with the footwork of Shobhana Mustari, she likes to move around the crease. Perhaps that's what her rhythm comes from, but it's not ideal. I mean, batting coaches would tell you to remain still in a T20 setup where you can hit straight easier if you're going to hit it, if you're going to stay still.
This time she does. Plays late, plays the cut, aerial, but no damage. 4 runs from Shobhana.
That was an excellent shot. Orla strayed a bit around the off stump, and sensing that bit of room, she goes for the uppercut over the fielders there. Excellent shot. No third man in play. No deep third in place, which frees her up for that shot. A very well timed boundary there for Shobhana Mustari, who's now scored 2 boundaries in a short stay.
And prompts, through the legs of the keeper. Will be disappointed, the bowler and the captain.
That's the sort of bonus you would want for a struggling opening pair, or an opening pair who hasn't done well in the previous game. They've already given 1 wide 4 in the previous over, and now another one. This time quite uncharacteristic from Orla Prendergast going that wide. And the new keeper, 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃, unfortunately couldn't quite hold on.
Moves across. Single enough. Yeah, it dropped right in front of Christina 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃, replacing Amy Hunter with the gloves. What was still nice of Orla that she didn't spend much time. She just walked back to her run-up.
And interestingly, Ireland has handed the wicket-keeping duties to Christina 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃 instead of Amy Hunter, while Bangladesh have made 3 changes. So the side winning, they want to keep most of their winning combination.
Oh, what a catch! What a catch by Orla Prendergast. That rose up. Now the umpires are going to have a chat. But commitment, effort, focus, and then determination to execution. Good take nonetheless. As the umpires have a chat, Murshida is walking back already. I think Murshida Khatun knows. However, Sue Redfern is calling her back. The umpires want to make sure the catch has been taken clean. And one more shot of that will also determine if it was a bump or not. Yeah, Shatiro Jackie Jesse has referred it to Rokia Sultana, the TV umpire.
Yes, it'll be an interesting replay, although I feel, I mean, from the commentary box that perhaps her follow-through in taking the catch is the part in question. Otherwise, it looked like a very clean catch. I think batter was more surprised than anything playing that shot. There, Orla moves and dives and collects that catch. The finishing, yes, that might be up to interpretation of the law, what Rokeya Sultana makes of it. This is the part that might be in question, the follow-through, the part where Orla slides that ball after taking the catch. We'll take a look at it again. As the ball is delivered, Murshida checks her shot, and then Orla goes for the dive, takes that catch cleanly at first, but then yes, I think that could be out. There's a finger. Is there a finger under that white ball? Shamanna, what do you make of it?
Tricky, tricky. The initial part looks fine. You're right when you say the follow-through. Again, then the follow-through takes the catch, and now initially the ball doesn't, and now perhaps touches the ground as well, but also
we'll take a look at that shot again from Murshida. No, it's a clean catch. It comes off clean off the bat to her hand, number 84 Orla Prendergast. That's where the trouble starts. I think when she dove on the pitch, the ball actually touched the grass. Murshida seems distraught at near the boundary line. The other batter is waiting. There's no confirmation yet. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
yeah, the ball initially, the delivery just seemed to hold a little, grip a little, went on with the shot little too early, Murshida. Ball rising straight from the bat, different angles being taken as it is an offer. After the take, when she dives and the follow through of the dive, seems as if the ball has touched the pitch, that extra pitch.
Yes, the TV umpire Rokeya Sultana just confirming that part. The initial dive, that's when perhaps the ball appears to have touched the ground. A very, very tight call. I would not like to be the third umpire, Shamanna.
You better make sure. And she has taken the decision. Has the TV umpire Rokeya Sultana decides Murshida has to go. It's the first wicket to fall for Bangladesh. Good catch taken by Orla Prendergast as Murshida goes for a runner ball after a runner ball. 12:33 for 1 Bangladesh.
Again, that replay where we see Orla Prendergast complete that catch. That is where the third umpire focused on, but then she realized that it was a clean catch and gave that dismissal to Ireland. Bangladesh have lost their first wicket. End of the 4th over. As Alana Dalzell sets a foot to start the 5th over.
New batters in the middle. And yeah, one might feel that Murshida might have been a tad bit unlucky.
Yes, I certainly thought so, because the part where she's diving with the ball is part of that catch. And perhaps the umpire judged that there was a finger underneath it. It's all done. 34 for 1 Bangladesh. Sharmeen Supta is in the middle. She's been one of the prolific scorers in this Ireland tour so far in the ODIs, and also in the last 2 T20s. She's been among the runs.
He finds the gap straight away off the mark. Doesn't have enough legs. I think it races away. Yes, it does. starts off with the boundaries as Sharmin Akhtar Shupta.
Uses the pace from Elana Dalzell, who bowls a seam-up delivery but outside off stump. She just times it away from the two fielders behind square on the offside. A really tiny gap. She found it beautifully to get a boundary of the first ball. I think Shobhana also enjoyed that shot.
A bit of a promotion for Sharmin Akhtar. You're down the leg, coming in at 3 the previous 2 matches. She came at number 4, this Sharmin Akhtar Shupta.
Yes, Nigar Sultana taking a step back from batting at number 3 in the previous game. I think in T20 you have the room to do that. You have the opportunity to turn things around, understanding the conditions and the type of bowling that is on at that moment. Might be a good call to send an informed batter at number 3.
Dalzell will have to work on her line. They were pretty tidy in the second T20I, but are giving away a few extras here.
Yes, Dalzell has to sort things out. I think that's what Gabby Lewis is telling her. 17 already from her 1 over 2 balls. And given how Orla has bowled from the other end, there has to be some support from this part as well. Dalzell has to give that control.
Kept it that bit low to reach out for it. Sharmin Shupta. Again, they have some rebuilding to do, the Bangladesh batters. You know, as far as the names are concerned, the batting lineup is concerned, looks pretty balanced. But however, somehow missed out in the first 2 T20Is. The first one, yes, there was a bit of a scoreboard pressure in the first one. The second one, credit must be given to the Irish bowlers. But this batting lineup certainly does have the potential.
They have changed things around in this game, but in the last 2 games they followed the pattern. And I think, as you said correctly, in the first match there was a lot of scoreboard pressure, chasing 170. But in the second game it was a mid-range score, 135 in the chase, but they bungled it up quite spectacularly, I might say, losing 4 wickets in the power play. So far the power play has gone well in this game for Bangladesh.
Side off, cracking stroke, pierces the gap, boundary.
Sharmin Shupta takes off from where she left off in the last game. Excellent shot through the offside, timed that ball beautifully. Elana Dalzell overcompensating on the offside again because she's bowled a lot of deliveries on the leg side. This one goes for 4. Harder hit boundary than the previous one in the over. Dalzell is under a bit of pressure here.
It was becoming a bit predictable. Again, reaches out again. If she left it, would have been a wide.
And if she had thought harder, she could have smashed that past that deep cover fielder. Take a look at that manual scorecard, Shomonnoi. Love the way they control that scorecard, all these scorers behind that board, you know, changing the plates every ball, every over.
She'll have to be wary. She'll have to be wary, Shobhana. Fishing for that again, was not to the pitch of the ball. Ends the 5th over. It's 46 for 1. Change in bowling from the media end. Arlene Kelly has been given the ball by Gabby Lewis. bowled well, took 2 wickets in the second T20I and got a 3-for in the first. He's got 5 wickets in the 2 T20Is and actually took 2 important ones in the second. Bit of swing noticed in the first delivery as well.
Excellent start from 𝗂𝗚𝗃𝗃. She has found that zone that as a bowler, you'll have the right pace, the right length to bowl, and understanding the conditions. She's really put her effort in this series, taking 5 wickets in the first 2 games, winning the series in a way for Ireland.
Yep. She took the wicket of Sharmin Akhtar Shupta and the Bangladesh skipper Nigar Sultana Jyoti, 2 very, very good and important batters for the side.
Yes, on both occasions, the batters weren't really sure of what she was trying to do. She's another bowler like Orla, who moves the ball both ways. The previous delivery was an example of how she can move it into the batter, in the air. Comes on again. Quick single. There's a throw from mid-off, but Sharmin Shupta had already made it. Good piece of running from her. She's got the innings rolling. Even after the wicket of Murshida Khatun, she's already got 2 boundaries and now taken a quick single. The score has moved to 46 for 1. The fear often is that when the first wicket falls for Bangladesh, that momentum goes with it too.
Right outside the off. Defensive shot on offer. Now even for the right-handed batter, there's a deep square leg and deep mid-wicket in position. She's angling that. And the short third is also quite square. So she can play that late cut or something like that. She will get some runs. Shubhana Mustari. Full toss. Square legs there.
Shubhana Mustari didn't expect that. She really didn't expect that from 𝗂𝗚𝗃𝗃. It was a slower ball. Perhaps didn't really pop out the way she wanted to, but no harm done, just a single. Yes, she's trying to get Shubhana to play that big shot on the leg side with 2 fielders in the deep, testing her strength on that side. And also, as you mentioned, the short third is wider or squarer, which leaves that big gap.
The angled in. Nicely tucked away off the pads, but will only get a single from there. So good start for 𝗂𝗚𝗃𝗃. After 6 overs. After the end of power play, Bangladesh are 49 for 1. Calls for change in the commentary box. Mazharuddin Ami and Shadur Rabbani.
Ended power play, ladies.
It's been a decent start for Bangladesh. After being sent to bat, they managed to score 49 for 1 in the power play. They will be happy compared to what they did in the previous game. They scored 22 for 4 in the power play in the second T20 International. There will be a change in bowling for Ireland. Confirmation. A happy Sue Renford. Bangladesh managed to score 56 without loss in the power play in the first T20I. Amy Maguire, the new bowler for Ireland. It's a beautiful day here in Sylhet. Good morning, Shanu Rabbani.
Very good morning to you too as well, Mazhar, and a very good morning to everyone that's watching us live on T Sports. Bangladesh off to a decent start here.
Swept away down the leg side. Probably she would think she missed out on that occasion. Especially the way Sharmin Shupta has been batting throughout the series, ODI and T20I as well. She's been in very good touch. Good to see her coming at number 3. There's a long on and deep square leg and deep mid wicket in place. Tucked away for a single.
It's very important that Bangladesh gets more and more contributions all around the order as the 50 comes up for the Tigresses. We generally see the captain Nigar Sultana Jyoti playing a role where she's leading the side with the bat as well. But it's good to see that Sharmin Shupta is doing well.
Got into the position, but there's protection in the deep at deep mid wicket. Subhana Mustari looking good today.
On 15 right now, and she's played enough deliveries to just get a good idea of the conditions.
And this could be close, this could be close. Direct hit. Subhana Mustari took off right after she connected the ball. Sharmin Shupta was struggling at one point.
Yeah, as we can see, Amy Maguire again, another quick single here to finish off the over. After 7, Bangladesh are 53 for 1.
Talking about the chance, just made it. But at one point it really felt that Sharmin Shupta was struggling. Nevertheless, Bangladesh still got 9 wickets in hand. 7 overs done, 53 for 1. We've seen they go on to lose the first game by 12 runs in chase of 170. The start was good, and today the start is good as well. Bangladesh need that start, especially in this format, Shanur. Bangladesh's performance is not up to the mark. They would love to improve, especially their batting. In this year, at this ground, teams played 7 matches. Bat first, winning 5. Batting second, winning 2. Are you surprised after Gabby Lewis winning the toss and opted to bowl first today?
I think she wants to test her team as well, with the series already won. As we look at the batting card, plenty of changes for Bangladesh. Subhana Mustari still there.
Laura Delaney, experienced Laura Delaney, former captain, comes into the attack. She's got short fine leg, short third, deep cover, deep square leg, deep mid wicket and long on in place for the right-hander Subhana.
And we've seen Subhana play some shots on the offside. So perhaps that's why there's more fielders inside the inner circle for her. But then you see there's long on, deep mid wicket and deep backward square leg. Plenty of spaces on the onside.
Just as you mentioned, Shanu, pity. Quite a few space on the onside. So the idea would be to bowl a lot wider. But then again, as a bowler, you might think if the batter want to play across the line, there is a possibility for a leg before the wicket or even bowled.
Yeah, they call it the double bluff when that does happen. For Bangladesh, though, they want this partnership to build and grow from here on in.
Good cricket, very good cricket from both the batters, rotating the strike. This is a very crucial phase in a T20 match.
Now you're off to a good start. The run rate is good. You've lost just 1 wicket in the power play. It's about that 7th to 15th over where you build and look to finish off strong in the last 5. Dealing with these Irish pacers and medium pacers will be key. Laura Delaney, she's been in good form with the ball as well.
On the up, finds the gap and gets the boundary. She picked up the spot really well. She knew there were 2 fielders at deep mid-wicket and long on patrolling the boundary, but she manages to pierce that.
A shot of immense confidence right there. Despite the 2 fielders, as you mentioned, she went for it and bisected the 2 perfectly. So another boundary for Subhana moves her on to 21 from 21.
Goes on the back foot this time. Yeah, you mentioned a very good point, Shanu. Between 7 to 15 overs, the most crucial stage of a T20 game. We know the start can give you that platform. Bangladesh get that just over 8 runs per over in the power play. But in this series so far, between 7 to 15 overs, Bangladesh's run rate remained 6.66. Just when a team wants to accelerate for the late launch, Bangladesh will be looking to score some quick runs in this phase today. 7 of the over, Bangladesh 60 for 1 after 8. Already 6 bowlers used by Gabby Lewis, rotating her bowlers. As you mentioned rightly, they have already won the series. So there is an opportunity for Gabby Lewis to test her bench strength. They will be traveling to India after this. Down the leg side, got a bit of bat on that one. And that will reach the fence for 4. Not a very good ball, but Sobhana Mustari would love it.
Another boundary for her in back-to-back overs, Sobhana Mustari, and this was really a gift of a delivery by Amy Maguire, missing her line and length completely, bowling it down the leg side, and not much turn in this pitch as we've seen, and just the right amount of connection with the bat for Mustari.
It was too full. Again finding the gap. Will it reach the fence? It does. It has got enough legs on it in the end. Sobhana Mustari, back-to-back boundary.
Yeah, and the dugout for Bangladesh should feel a lot more relaxed despite losing the series. This is a good batting effort so far by the Bangladesh batters, and especially Sobhana Mustari, who moves on to 30 from 24.
In the air, top edge, lucky. Lucky, really lucky. Good bowling, slowed it down this time, Amy Maguire.
Yeah, after a few poor deliveries, this was a really good comeback by the bowler, making the batter think twice.
Again down the leg side, wide given. But I really love the batting approach of the Bangladeshis today. Compared to the second T20 international, they came up with a crystal clear mindset today. Not hurrying through, especially Sobhana Mustari. Looking really good today.
Yeah, she is looking very good. Understanding what to do in which situation. After 2 boundaries and a wide in the over, she decides to take a single instead of looking for another big shot. Sometimes as a batter, you become greedy. When you see a bowler you're easily hitting, you want to go for big shots over and over again and end up losing your wicket. That's not the case here.
Swept away. And that's when the game sense comes into play, Shanu, especially for the batters. Reading the situation is very important, especially in T20 format. It's a very fast-paced game.
Already 11 runs off the over, 38-run partnership, and in the last over there were 7 runs. So the run rate, it's healthy right now, over 8.04.
Again, quick single taken. Very good cricket from these 2 batters. 72 for 1 after 9. Bangladesh got a very good start. First up with Sobhana and Murshida adding 33 of 24, and now Sobhana alongside Sharmin Shupta 39 of 30 deliveries. The deliveries that Bangladesh faced were less than the runs they scored. That shows the intent of the Bangladeshi batters today, and not playing any rash strokes, I must say. They are eyeing the gaps,
playing on their strength and just not throwing away at everything.
We noticed a lot more swing in the first two ODI T20 internationals here, and with less grass here, the swing is also gone.
But I really feel it's a very good track for batting. As you mentioned, there's a lack of swing and movement, despite the fact that it's an early start here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. We're starting this game today at 10. The first two matches started at 2 p.m. Going on the back foot, outside edge. I don't think it has got enough legs. It does. Boundary of the second ball of the over. Pressure back onto the bowler.
She played that intentionally, Sharmin Shupta, seeing that there are two fielders inside the circle on the offside behind square. She wanted to guide it fine. As we can see, Laura Delaney, not the worst delivery here, but you can see what she just did there, and the outfield fast enough to take it all the way for 4 runs.
Playing late is Shupta's strength. Backs away. She wasn't ready. Delaney not happy. Typical.
Well, she wasn't amused after the last boundary, as we saw a while ago. So clearly she's not going to like this. Partnership building nicely here. 44-run partnership. 5 runs off this over so far.
Playing sensible cricket, must say. Both Sharmin Shupta and Shobhana Mustari keeping a close eye on the scorecard and rotating the strike. They've got a boundary so far in this over. What will they do in the next 3 balls will be interesting. Fine leg up inside the circle, so does third. Single taken.
Yeah, good running between the wickets here. And as we talk about Sharmin Shupta, Shobhana Mustari has been another player who's starting to get some runs for Bangladesh, especially at the top of the order. And it bodes well for the Tigresses. They need this batting order to click, the batters to score runs consistently alongside Nigar Sultana Jyoti.
Shobhana Mustari is a very highly rated cricketer by the team management, captain. Batted at the middle orders in the ODI series. Bangladesh trying something different in the top order. They've tried Dilara. We've seen Murshida today. Shobhana missing out in the first few matches, but now showing good intent.
She's got a high score of 46 in T20 internationals. Drives it, but straight to the fielder. A dot ball to finish off 10. Bangladesh 79 for 1. And Shatira Zakir Jesse signals it's time for a drinks break. We'll take a short break and be right back. roaming around this wonderful city. No
You're talking
traffic like
about
Dhaka.
yourself, right, Shanu? Not us. It's probably you roam around the city without informing us.
Yeah, I've taken a few liberties to see the place all by myself, yes. Seeing as you guys are all senior to me, I thought that you might need the rest.
That's why you didn't even ask us to go out for a lunch. We missed you yesterday, man.
Maybe we'll split the bill next time.
We'll be happy if you join us. Right. Back to cricket. Bangladesh got a very good start. They are 79 for 1 after 10. A good platform set from here on. Subhana Mustari scored her career best knock in the first match, scoring 46 of 35.
Her best, in fact, is 38 in Women's T20 International, Subhana Mustari. She's on 34 currently. Beg your pardon, that's 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃 best. And with that, Subhana Mustari, she reaches 38 and a 50-run partnership of 38 deliveries with that boundary. As we notice, a beautiful pull shot. Found the gap very nicely.
She's quick to move on to her back foot. We have seen quite a few deliveries. She jumped onto the back foot really quickly, and that distracts a bowler to think about her line and length, whether to bowl fuller or not. Playing mind games as well, Subhana Mustari, batting really well. Sharmin Shupta, on the other hand, is also looking good. They will scamper through for a couple. Both the batters are complementing each other. A good partnership. And Bangladesh at the moment are in a very good position to post a very good total on the board.
And that brings up 1,000 international runs for Sharmin Shupta in international cricket, all formats included.
Good delivery, good comeback by Shreya Sarjan.
Yeah, it's been a decent over so far, just the 7 runs.
Down the leg side, nicely played. But she'll only get a single. Nevertheless, good over from Bangladesh's point of view as well. 8 from it. They are 87 for 1 after 11.
Yeah, they're good.
When you say I'm wrong, then you need to double check.
87 for 1 after 11. Bangladesh top order clicking today. 2 batters out there are looking really good, especially Subhana Mustari. She's on 39 of 32. Sharmin Shupta 23 of 22. She's on strike. Alin Kelly comes into the attack.
Well, the partnership is building nicely. Something that Ireland will have to be wary of is the number of extras they've given away. 13 extras so far, and we're only into the 12th over.
Short ball pulled away. 2 shot and gets the treatment. Most importantly, she finds the gap.
Yeah, Sharmin Shupta batting beautifully here, moves on to 27 from 24. And Arlene Kelly on that occasion was a bit too short and punished accordingly. Tried the leg cutter there. Unfortunately, didn't have the right line or length.
This time she bowled that ball coming into the right-hander, equal to the task. 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗀. Very good cricket, as I mentioned. Single after a boundary. Sensible batting from these two batters.
Yeah, they're rotating the strike in between those boundaries. The number of dot balls has also been reduced in this match so far, Mazhar.
This one going away. Could have done better. Fielder at cover. But yeah, the rotation of strike still ongoing between the two batters. And Arlene Kelly is the second highest wicket taker for Ireland, picking up 5 wickets. If you noticed her pitch maps, all the wickets that she took were bowled on fuller length deliveries. 58% of those she bowled on fuller length outside the off stump, with that ball coming into the right-hander. Compared to all of Prendergast, she bowled a lot more on the length and back of her length delivery. Two different bowlers, but might look similar.
And we saw a perfect example of that in the last delivery, where it was pitched outside off and the ball came back a bit. So again, we have to thank you for these graphics.
Thank me later, Shanur. End of the over. 94 for 1 after 12, Bangladesh. Right. We have a change in voice. Mohammad Isam joins me. How are you, Mohammad Isam? Enjoying the game so far? Bangladesh started off really well.
Yes, and showing the value of good cricket shots, Mazhar. We didn't see that in that last game. Bangladesh going all guns blazing and not really finding a lot of runs in the process. So great batting for 12 overs so far.
Shreya Sarjan back onto the attack. We mentioned about Bangladesh's approach today compared to the second T20I. In the last 5 overs, they have managed to give away just 5 dot balls.
Yes, that's the whole idea of batting in T20. When you don't really have a lot of big hitters, you look for those singles, try to pick up that extra run, a misfield here, an extra there, and then that odd boundary comes. Bangladesh are on track for a big score today.
Played that late. Played that fine. That's a trademark shot. 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗀 waits for the ball till the last moment. Hardly any pace behind that one. That's the reason why it didn't reach the fence.
Mazhar, if you notice the two batters' strike rate today, throughout this innings, they have been at over 100. Doesn't have to be 150 all the time, but if you stay above 100, you are right at that mark. And Bangladesh are closing in on 100 of the team total.
And the best part is, Isam, they haven't tried to play any rash strokes. They waited for the bad deliveries and also improvised a bit, going on to their back foot pretty quickly, as we have seen Shobhana Mustari and now 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗀 waiting for the ball till the last moment.
And what I noticed in the last over, Arlene Kelly, you're showing the pitch map. A very disciplined bowler, but today she has strayed a little bit. And that's mainly because of how the batters, 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗀 and Shobhana Mustari, has manipulated the strike when she's been bowling.
And I think also because of the fact that we haven't seen any swing and seam movement today compared to the other two matches we have witnessed. I'm a bit surprised, though it's an early start. Despite that, we haven't seen much of a swing from the seamers. Shreya Sarjan. Good bowling.
Yes, she's used that flight at times. She has bowled mainly a bit short, as reflected on her bowling figures, 2.4 over 17 runs given.
Committed to the back foot. I think 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗀 can use her feet. We have seen her using her feet really well in the ODI series. But probably I feel she's waiting for the ball today.
I think, Mazhar, it is self-correction from the Bangladesh batting lineup, especially the top order. having not been bowled out for 87 in the last game. His conscious effort to bat better. She goes for it on the leg side. Good stop there by the deep square leg. The run back for the second. There is your intention. There is your intent, Mazhar. Sharmin Supta is going for it as the Bangladesh 100 comes up. In the end of the 13th over, 100 for 1.
Here we go, girls. Keep going here.
Proper cricket, proper.
Lost you, mate. It's good. Lost. Better come back, better.
31 dots in 13 overs, but more importantly, 12 fours, 31 singles, and 4 doubles. Sums up the story of this Bangladesh innings so far, rotating the strike along with those boundaries.
Yes, that's a telling reflection. 31 dots, 31 singles means every time they have played a dot, they have taken a single. Sobhana Mostari goes for it. Just falls short of Stokel at deep mid wicket. She's starting to open up. She's reached 43. Continues to bat at a high strike rate. Something that's a very hot topic in Bangladesh. Batting strike rate in T20s, Mazhar.
Right, especially in women's cricket, we spoke a lot about Bangladesh's batting, the strike rate, the approach, the way they use the power play, the way they construct the innings in the middle overs and the late launch in the last couple of overs. This match has been good so far for Bangladesh. Again, going down the leg side. Sobhana Mostari looking for her maiden T20 50.
And I think Mazhar's strike rate sometimes can be a little high, overrated. It doesn't really show the approach or what the batter is doing in the middle.
Goes on to the back foot very quickly, Sobhana Mostari. Yeah, rightly pointed out, Isam. At times, strike rate doesn't justify how the situation were in the middle. At times, the batters can catch up the strike rate as they go on to progress their innings.
That is a close call. Amy Maguire beats Sharmin Supta on the flight. Quick work from Coulter-Riley there. Has she got back? We have to wait for the third umpire's decision. Initially, it doesn't look great for Sharmin Supta's batting on 34. The Ireland fielders gather around. They are hopeful of the breakthrough. Flighted delivery from Amy Maguire as usual. And look at that beautiful seam position. Beats Sharmin Supta. She's nowhere at this stage. Yes, it is. It is likely. It is out. It is out. It looks like out. Let's see from this angle.
71. Sharmin Supta was not able to get her bat. Instead of that, she tried to go back with her feet. And I think that took a lot more time compared to if she tried with the bat. And Coulter-Riley behind the stump was quick, playing her first match today. And I think she's gone. Sharmin Supta needs to walk back.
Yes, that was a strange one. Trying to get back to the crease. Ungainly there, Sharmin Supta, as we wait for the decision. And that's out. Sharmin Supta falls for 34. She will be quite disappointed with the shot she played in the end. 34 of 33 Bangladesh, 104 for 2.
Skipper Nigar Sultana Jyoti walks into the middle, coming at number 4 today. Sharmin Supta coming at number 3. Put up a partnership of 71 runs with Sobhana Mostari. Got a very good career, 8 50s and 100. And the skipper will need to keep the tempo high as the two batters did. They've got the platform set. ehimZ giving a lot of air. We mentioned about Charmin Shupta using her feet coming down the track. She outfoxed her totally. Good ball.
A nice welcome for Nigar Sultana, playing her 100th innings, as our stats guru Rifat Emil informs me. She is playing her 105th T20I. Good delivery from Amy Maguire.
Good comeback by ehimZ. A very tight over. A successful one as well for Ireland. Bangladesh 104 for 2 after 14. Bangladesh 104. At this rate, they would go on to reach 148, but I'm pretty much sure they would eye someone near 160 if they go about 9 runs per over from here on. They've got Sobhana Mostari, a set batter at the crease alongside skipper Nigar Sultana Jyoti. Shot wide, connected but straight to the fielder.
Yes, Sobhana Jyoti is the set batter who will see it through towards the end. The last 6 overs are now in play. But she's got Nigar Sultana Jyoti with her, which gives Bangladesh a little more hope that they can actually take this score to at least 150, which should be par for the course at this stage. Nigar Sultana Dosh will take a bit of time to get settled on this wicket. She's already played 2 balls.
And she gets off the mark with a single on the onside, thinking about the second, but decided not to take that one. We mentioned about the run rate between 7 to 15. It has been 6.66. It was much better today. But in the first 2 matches, the Bangladesh's run rate between over number 16 to 20 has been 6.41. So they hasn't been able to accelerate in the last few overs.
And Mazhar, as you mentioned, there were just, I think, 5 or 6 dot balls in one spell of 5 overs. That's where scoring becomes easier for batters.
Sobhana Mostari needs to play a different role now. She's got a new batter at the crease, but with 5 more overs to go after this, I think she needs to play with a positive frame of mind rather than only looking for singles. She can look for those boundaries as well.
She tried of that delivery, but she was I think she was beaten in the air by Freya Sargent, who uses that flight beautifully. The delivery that she got Charmin out, that was seam position was fantastic.
Yeah, the reason why I said this is because if you have noticed the last 2 deliveries, she was premeditated looking for the singles. Rather, if she had a clear mindset, she would have played that anywhere. Again, short ball, 3 dot balls in a row now for Sobhana Mostari.
Yes, and for young batters, it is worth mentioning that when they reach scores of 45, 46, they have that 50 on the back of their mind. And with a few overs left, they think that get that first and then go for it.
A very good over by Freya Sargent, just 2 from it. After 15, Bangladesh 106 for 2. It's also time for change of voices here. We have got Shamana Ghosh alongside Shanu Rabbani.
Amy Maguire into her last over. 1 for 21 so far. But there's the decision, Shanur.
Absolutely, original decision was not out. This time it's closer and it's given. Subhana Mostari falling for 45. Bangladesh losing their third wicket. She was very close to her best, career best, and as you see, she's moving her front leg across without getting to the line of the delivery. And that was a plumb LBW decision, easy for the umpire to give. LBW gone for 45 from 43, bowled by Amy Maguire, Bangladesh 107 for 3.
So, ভালো করে শুনিয়ে নিচ্ছ because আমি prepared ছিলাম না। কিন্তু Shorna Akhtar is the new batter in. She's the strike rate here, 85.10, doesn't justify what she's capable of. That is what the team expects for her. Slightly different circumstances. Down the leg on this occasion, Amy Maguire nevertheless has got the wicket, and the important wicket of the said batter, Subhana Mostari.
And our stats guru Rifat Emil tells us that in the last 7 innings, 5 times she's crossed 35.
Of the mark, which means there is an issue with the conversion rate.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's yet to score a T20 International 50. Her highest score is 46.
The first T20I.
Which happened in this series in the first T20 International.
Here we go.
But this is good bowling from the young Amy Maguire. Flat delivery, this will be a close shout. Good shout. Amy Maguire, I think she thought she almost had the skipper.
That looked very close, Shaman. Nonetheless, excellent bowling by Amy Maguire so far.
She makes room for herself. Straight to that fielder, a deep cover. I think Shorna might take a few deliveries before she fancies her chances. It's that partnership 71 or 58 between Sharmin Akhtar Shupta and Subhana Mostari. Uses her feet, plays with soft hands, gets the single. We'll get back to that partnership. So Nelson on the board after 16. 111 for 3. Arlene Kelly. Fuller delivery, the off, running the first one hard are the batters. They're looking for the single, but the fielder in the deep, Orla Prendergast, is more than equal to the task.
Very much so. And these two form a very good partnership as bowlers as well, bowling in tandem. The two quicks in this Irish bowling attack, which has a plethora of seamers, in fact. This over, just 1 run conceded, and quite discussion happening between the two bowlers, and it seems like the batter is also having a word with the umpire, Suretfern. As we take a look at the last wicket, was pitching in line, original decision was out, looked very plumb. as Amy Maguire had her second wicket.
The point to note is that she's got two very important wickets in the form of two set batters. Two batters in good touch. They're looking so good. That partnership 71 of 58. Shamin Shupta getting 34. Shobhana Mustari getting 45. That changes the course of the game as it slows it down. Initially, it was Shupta's wicket that slowed things down. New batter in. And as we sometimes say, you know, sometimes one gets two, and that's sort of what has happened.
Another thing to note here, Shamunnoy, is that a spinner is getting the wickets. So that could bode well for Bangladesh, as they have a myriad of spinners in their attack. Another good delivery here. The first dot ball in this over. But back on that topic of spinners, Bangladesh might be happy seeing that the Irish spinner is among the wickets.
Yeah, just timed it, sort of checked it after the shot was played. His timing was pretty good. Raced off to the deep. Taking the share of deliveries, both the batters in the middle. I think it's going to be next over when they start breaking off the shackles. She comes down the wicket. Well bowled by Arlene Kelly. Variation in pace, not allowing the batter to time it. After 17, Bangladesh are 115 for 3.
So as we see the over breakdown, from 16 to 20 so far, just 9 runs scored, and in the last 32 deliveries, Bangladesh have managed to score 0 boundaries. That means 32 deliveries ago, more than 5 overs ago, the last boundary came. That's credit to the Irish bowlers, especially Amy Maguire, who's amongst the wickets, who's taken 2 key wickets.
Ola Prendergast from the media end. Jyoti comes across, opens the face of the bat deliberately. I think the ploy for Bangladesh here would be to give the strike back to Shorna, giving her the license to go after the bowling. Yes, she's faced just 5 deliveries, but we've already seen her using her feet coming down the track on 2 occasions. Did not succeed in finding the boundary. Checking out the field, we see the green scenery around the scenic stadium, surrounded by tea gardens. Nice place to be. Oh, appeal. Now she opened the face of the bat. She was trying to run it down. Shathira Jakir asking the fielding team to calm down a bit, and now she raises the finger. Shorna was trying to run it down to deep third, only managing to find the gloves of the keeper, Coulter Riley.
The scrambled seam there, and yes, you see that nick, the deviation, and it's one of those in the pitch deliveries that brings about the wicket. Orla Prendergast back into the attack and back amongst the wickets. Sharna Akhtar gone for 4. Bangladesh 116 for 4.
Sorry, Captain, I was just checking the catch is fair
𝗵𝗵𝗡 back in the side is the new batter in. Oh, edged and gone. First ball. 2 wickets on the trot for Orla Prendergast. She's back at it again and will be on a hat-trick.
Again, one of those deliveries that's hit hard into the deck and does the batter in. She threw her hands at it. Again, movement of the pitch and then takes the outside edge. We can hear it from here that there was an edge, and 𝗵𝗵𝗡, she's disappointed. She knows that she needed to stay into the side and gone without scoring. A golden duck for her. Bangladesh collapsing a bit. 116 for 5.
In T20. নতুন ব্যাটারটাকে 2 নম্বর জার্সি কার? Orla Prendergast on a hat-trick. 2 caught behinds in 2 deliveries. None of the Irish bowlers have a hat-trick. In this format till now, neither will she. Open the face of the bat, Rabia, and is off the mark, back for a couple. Well played. But this is again the precision of length, to be particular, from Orla Prendergast that has reaped the rewards. She's capable of better with the bat in hand. Rabia. Big no from the captain.
Fantastic few overs by Ireland. A great comeback by them. As we see the wicket of 𝗵𝗵𝗡. Really not much footwork there. Because of the extra bounce, I think she didn't have much time to deal with it. Excellent bowling by Orla Prendergast.
The ball jacked back off the deck, as you firstly pointed out. Again, playing away from the body was Rabia on this occasion. I also think the wicket was too close to cut the delivery. 118 for 5 after 18, Bangladesh. Single, dealing in singles. Ireland have managed to keep Bangladesh quiet so far.
Yeah, and we talk a lot about how wonderful Sylhet is. Been wonderful bowling by the Irish as well in the last 3 overs. They've given away just 11 runs, taken 3 wickets as well.
Back of her hand, slower delivery. On drive is on, so is the single.
Ten legal deliveries left. The captain Nigar Sultana Jyoti on strike. A lot rests on her shoulders.
Again, couldn't find the gap. The only partnership of significance, again that 71 of 58. Maguire did well to break the partnership, send the 2 set batters back into the hut. And Prendergast doing so well. Quick single. Managed.
Yeah, and again, this could have been dangerous had the throw been at the non-striker's end. But nonetheless, Nigar Sultana Jyoti, she takes another single. She needs to play a big part here with the bat.
Good change of pace again from Arlene Kelly. She too has bowled so well throughout the series. No wickets for her so far today. Ireland, they've used 6 bowlers. They have that luxury, Shanur. Different bowlers who can complement each other. Left arm spinners, right arm off. Again, that slower delivery, and most importantly, maintaining the line and the length. 19 done, only 3 singles off it. 1 to 1 for 5. Beautiful city of Sylhet hosting the T20 leg of this series. Jyoti on strike. Moves across early on. Well bowled, Ola Prendergast. Bowling the last over.
Excellent bowling by her. Again, another fast delivery. Seeing that Jyoti shuffled a little, she didn't change her line or length.
There's no deep mid wicket. There is a deep cover on the offside. Deep fine leg, deep third. Length. That's the mid wicket region she was eyeing. Denies, sends Rabia back. The fielder, Gabby Lewis. Jyoti's counterpart was onto it quickly. Oh, beg your pardon, I think it was Rebecca Stokel. But she's bowled so well, Orla Prendergast. Again, getting a 3 for.
He really has been among the pick of the players, perhaps in contention to be the player of the tournament as well, or the player of the series in this T20I series for Ireland. And Nigar Sultana Jyoti, she's still on strike, needs to find a few big shots for Bangladesh. That partnership by Sharmin Akhtar and Subhana Mustari of 71.
Moves the front leg only to find the fielder. I think it's Stokel who takes the catch, and Orla Prendergast gets her 4th. It's the captain who has to go. It is the last over. She had to look for a big hit. She did try, only to get a top edge and find the fielder for an easy catch out.
Yeah, Jyoti will be disappointed, but again, excellent bowling by Ireland here at the death. They've earned these wickets, building pressure, bowling tight lines and lengths, and the captain, Gabby Lewis, makes no mistake with the catch. In fact, Rebecca Stokel took the catch. Nigar Sultana Jyoti gone for 8 from 16, Bangladesh 121 for 6.
Nahida Akhtar is the new batter in. Known more for her bowling prowess. On with the spectacles. Playing a miss yet again. This is turning out to be a brilliant over from Orla Prendergast, who's already gotten 10 wickets so far, with 2 more deliveries to go in this T20 leg of the series.
As you see the wicket once again, building pressure and then getting the rewards.
Makes room, was aerial again. Thankfully for Nahida, just away from Rebecca Stokel. Throw is in, could be a run out. Desperate dive in. Did that save Nahida? Umpire Sue Redfern transferring it over to the TV umpire Rokia Sultana Chaudhary Mishu. Will be onto it. It looked pretty close, and you could just see the bat in away. Yeah, quite far away. Well done by Christina Coulter-Riley. She's gotten a stumping, a couple of catches, and I think Nahida looks to be a goner on this occasion.
Yeah, the third umpire just having another look before coming up with her final decision, and pressure has been building. 50+ deliveries with no boundary. A clean take by the wicketkeeper. As we see, the bails are removed properly, and the bat finally comes in, crossing the line once the bails are fully removed. And there you go, the big OUT on the giant screen. Bangladesh losing wickets in a heap in the end. And that's Nahida, who walks back dejected towards the pavilion, having scored none from 2 deliveries. Bangladesh 121 for 7.
একটা রান তো দৌড়াই নিচ্ছে, she's not gone for attack. এক রান করছে 122. 121 দিছে রোডে টাকে দিয়ে দিছে. They're looking for the double. It is the last over. Couldn't find the boundary. Desperate for the second. We're pushing it perhaps a bit too much. Dive was on, but not in time. And I think it's over. 51 deliveries now without a boundary for Bangladesh. Last delivery. Top edge. Behind Orla Prendergast, Arlene Kelly has her hands on her head. They thought they almost had the 8th. Smiles around Prendergast. High fives also. They think they've done well. They certainly have. It's a good comeback from the visitors, as they've restricted Bangladesh to 123 for 7 of the 20 overs. 2 wickets falling in the final over. And particularly after that partnership for the second wicket, it seemed that the foundation have been laid for the middle order and the latter middle order of Bangladesh to come in and score quick runs. But they have put a blockade in place, the Ireland bowlers, and restricted Bangladesh. Did not allow them boundaries. They dried the boundaries out completely. It was a good start. After Murshida Khatun left after a run of ball, 12. Shobhana Mostari putting 45 of 43. Sharmin Shupta 34 of 33. Looked fine till then. And after that, all of them getting out in single figures. A run out, a stumping, a few catches taken by the wicketkeeper Christina Coulter-Riley. Here's the bowling card.
Yeah, and career best figures for Orla Prendergast. 4 overs, 15 dots, 4 for 22. Freya Sargent not amongst the wickets. Alana Dalzell. But then Amy Maguire, initially she did the damage with her spin, getting rid of the set batters. And now we will go to Mazharuddin Ami for an interview.
4 for 22 from her 4 overs. I've got Orla Prendergast. Orla, career best bowling figure. Must be delighted.
Yeah, definitely. Very happy. Plans came together nicely, and to restrict them to 124 out there is very pleasing.
At one point, they were cruising on 100 for 1 after 13 overs. What were the plan in the middle?
I think just simple plans, really keep the stumps in play. Field well is always the kind of our game plan out there. And yeah, once we kind of got that going, I think we managed to restrict them well.
You have had a terrific series in this T20 match, picking up 9 wickets in the series so far. What about your bowling? How do you work before coming here?
Yeah, I was at the Big Bash, so worked closely with the bowling coach there, which definitely helped me a lot. And yeah, to come here, I suppose it's been different pitches, but yeah, it took a lot of learnings, and happily implemented a few of them here.
The way you adjusted your length, talk more about it.
Yeah, I think I generally don't try not to bowl that short, but I think it's something that I probably have worked on a good bit over in Australia, and I kind of brought it here, and yeah, decided to give it a good go in a few of the games, and thankfully it paid off.
124 good enough to chase down and win this series 3-0?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I think I'll be backing our batters to go out there and play with the same fearless intent we have done in the first 2 games, and hopefully chase it down.
Thank you very much and all the best.
Thank you.
Back to the com box.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ølr Prendergast there with our fellow colleague Mazharuddin Omi has bowled brilliantly yet again. As well, this was the start. Murshida, a good-looking square cut, and deliberately playing Sudeep third for a boundary, was dealing in boundaries, bit of wayward bowling early on. Shubhana was not shy of going aerial, but this was a brilliant catch taken by Ølr Prendergast. Then came Sharmin Shupta, a few strokes backward of square, complemented each other well as Shubhana played along the V, few on the onside, few on the off. Sharmin Shupta also favouring backwards as Shubhana playing that pull shot rule quite well until Shupta came down the wicket to Amy Maguire and Christina Coulter-Riley quickly taking the bails off. This was Ølr Prendergast taking 2 wickets on the trot, was on a hat-trick, and this is the wicket of the Bangladesh captain to Ølr Prendergast. This was the final over when Nahida was pushing for the second. Good throw in from the deep, and Coulter-Riley again quickly taking the bails off. So Gabby Lewis inviting Bangladesh to bat first. This is what it looks like. 45 for Shubhana, 34 of Sharmin Shupta. The partnership of 71 runs, the only significant thing for Bangladesh in this innings. 123 for 7 as Ølr Prendergast with 4 wickets led the way. Amy Maguire with 2 important wickets, 2 for 25. Ireland in this final and third T20 International need 124 of their 20 overs. We'll be coming back with the second half with the run chase very soon here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium.
We're back on air for this Ireland innings here in the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Bangladesh 123 for 7. Sobhana Mustari and Sharmin Supta gave them a great start, but then the innings fell off to Orla Prendergast 4 for 22 and Amy Maguire taking 2 for 25. Bangladesh 123 for 7. Ireland require 124 runs to win the third T20I. As the chase history, this will be on their radar to beat Bangladesh 3-0 and a modest chase in front of them. We see the Bangladesh players coming into the middle, likes of Murshida Khatun, definitely looking for a heist given the score in front of them on this pretty good batting track. As Shanu Rabbani described the pitch today to us at the start, the umpires are all out in the middle. The Ireland batters, Gabby Lewis and Amy Hunter, are walking in too. A lot will be on the mind of Nigar Sultana Jyoti as she takes the gloves today, and she will have to handle her spinners quite well. Jahanara will get the new ball, but Bangladesh have a lot of work to do to defend that 123 runs. They gave it away towards the end. That's the disappointment for Nigar and company. They could have made a bigger score. At least 150 would have been a score that Ireland would have faced a bit of challenge. Here we look at Amy Hunter, the Irish opener, 967 runs, 33 short of reaching 1,000 in this format. She's been a revelation, while Gabby Lewis, much more experienced batter at the other end as Jahanara takes off.
Jana Alam bowled well in this T20I series, and I was really disappointed the way Bangladesh batted in the end. Isam, they were 100 for 1 after 13 overs, and all of a sudden they managed to score just 23 runs in the last 7 overs. Despite that start.
Yes, we were talking about that wonderful start, 71 run stand between Sharmin Supta and Sobhana Mustari. Sobhana Mustari top scoring with 45, but other than that, nothing really working for the home side.
Swing and a miss. A wild swing by Amy Hunter. She loves to play her strokes, but not like this.
This Amy Hunter going off, second ball of the innings, as Jahanara takes that ball away from her. Take a look at that ball first, take a look at that delivery, understand what the bowler is doing. There's still time in T20s, and they have a sort of like a modest chase in front of them. 124 in 20 overs, the required rate just over 6, as Mazhar said that Bangladesh could have posted a bigger total.
Watchfully played by Amy Hunter. Amy Hunter needs 33 more runs to become 5th Irish batter to complete 1,000 runs in this format. Another prolific performer for Ireland throughout this 2024. Jahanara Alam, this series, picked up 2 wickets, but the economy, 2.35, something exceptional.
But Mazhar, I think Nigar Sultana Jyoti missed a few tricks using Jahanara. I think it's a set pattern that they have with Jahanara. She doesn't really come into the scene under pressure. The spinners take the lead in that sense. I think Jahanara is much more experienced and she can handle those big moments.
This time she manages to connect down the ground, aerial, and finds the boundary. First boundary of the innings for Amy Hunter and Ireland as well.
Short of a confident batter. She's been among the runs in the last 2 matches and the ODI series. Goes after that delivery, slightly fuller in length. slogs it over mid-wicket. There's no other way to describe that. That goes for 4. Jahanara disappointed with that shot.
Quick run taken. Good call by skipper Gabby Lewis from the other end, releasing that pressure. Taking those singles along with those boundaries will be key for Ireland.
Yes, Gabby Lewis, another batter in form for Ireland, and along with Amy Hunter, they share a good relationship, sharing a smile, and that smile is also infectious in that dressing room. Already 2-0 up in the 3-match series, chasing 124, and who else would smile if not the Irish?
They've had a terrific time here in Sylhet. After losing the ODI series, they came back strong, batted well, bowled well, fielded well. At times they dropped a few catches, but they came up correcting those mistakes. Huge shout, but going down the leg side probably. Ireland has had a terrific run, as I mentioned earlier, this year. We'll talk about it in the next over. 4 without loss after first over. We have had this beautiful Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, the third and final T20 International between Bangladesh and Ireland. Ireland already sealing the 3-match series, winning the first 2. We are here the third and final match of the series. Bangladesh will be looking to grab a win and finish this series on a positive note. Ireland, on the other hand, will look to wrap things up on a high. New bowler for Bangladesh, Sanjida Akhtar-Meghla, the left-arm spinner. She's got a deep mid-wicket and long on in place. Amy Hunter takes a single.
Straight away uses that straight bat. Amy Hunter gets off the mark. She has a few shots in her armory. She has that ramp shot on both sides of the wicket. She does play that hoik towards mid-wicket, prefers to play either straight down the ground or behind her wicket. Gabby Lewis is a more conventional batter, plays the spin well through the covers and and the range of mid-wicket.
Nicely bowled, right onto the money. Yeah, just going back to Ireland's performance this year, they've played 17 matches before this one, winning 14, lost 3 with a win percentage of over 80. That shows the strength in this shortest format of the game. 3.23 the economy for Sanjida Akhtar-Meghla. And using the feet.
Mazhar, you mentioned Ireland's great record this year. I think they beat Zimbabwe 5-0 in January. And the other whitewash they've had is against Netherlands last year. But I'll get back to that point after the delivery.
This one nicely timed. Went to the pitch of the delivery, and the sound it made once it hit that bat, it was always going for a boundary.
Gabby Lewis opens up as she smashes that through the covers. Extra cover and mid-off, just watches that ball go. A beautiful shot, a flow of the bat that would leave many in envy. This time goes for the sweep shot. A bit of a misfield at square leg as the mid-wicket fielder mops up and the two batters take 2. Mazhar, as you were mentioning about Ireland's great record, the opposite side of the story is, of course, Bangladesh. Just winning 3 T20Is this year against Thailand, Malaysia and Scotland, but losing a lot of matches. A huge room for improvement in this T20I side, I think.
She's timing the ball terrifically, Gabby Lewis. This was even better. Outstanding shot, finds the boundary. Boundary to end the over. 11 from it. Ireland are cruising 16 without loss after 2. It's been a positive start by Ireland in chase of 124. They are 16 after 2. Skipper 𝗂𝗵𝗄𝗃 striking a magnificent shot in the last ball of the previous over.
Classic out of the catalogue of covered drives. One through one through extra cover and mid-off. The other one through the covers. Depends on what you prefer, but both exquisitely timed by 𝗂𝗵𝗄𝗃. She's really looked good in this series. She's fought back her form issues through the ODI series. The last ODI she scored a 50, and now she's scoring runs quite freely here in Sylhet.
Good line and good length by Jana Alam. We have seen Ørjan Prendergast picking up 10 wickets in this series. Outstanding bowling performance, but most importantly, the way she adjusted her line and length, mostly preferred length and short of a length delivery compared to Arlene Kelly, who preferred more of a fuller length deliveries, and her natural in-swingers, making things even more difficult for the Bangladeshi batters. She was even on a hat-trick today. It was in the air for a while. Played that on the up, but safe enough.
Yes, Ørjan Prendergast, 3 wickets in that first game. Remember, Mazhar, that double wicket maiden in the penultimate over. I have never really seen that in any form of cricket, especially under pressure in the second innings, with the chasing side needing 18 to win. Completely changed the course of that game in that over, and then following it up with 3 more wickets in that second T20I, and now 4 wickets. So just a perfect performance from a fast bowler who has it all and now has all the wickets too. 10 wickets to her name.
Ho ho! Played that across the line in the air for a while. 𝗂𝗵𝗄𝗃 is in a mood today. She's not going to hang around. She will play her stroke. Another prolific performer for Ireland, leading run getter for them in this format. You talk about Bangladesh's performances, yes, compared to ODI format, they would love to improve their performance in this format of the game. They have had a terrible year this year, but I'm sure playing more in these surfaces will help them to gain that confidence, especially for the batters.
Correct, Mazhar. I think this surface tells you that all sorts of bowling are possible to play and score off, as Amy Hunter guides that through third, and the fielder just about retrieves it. Nice tag team effort as the ball comes back to wicketkeeper. Yes, as you were saying, I think Bangladesh, I think that's the thing about not doing well in a certain year. You have that opportunity to fight back, to make amends. A few areas for Bangladesh, I think more of a mental thing for them, especially today, not scoring any boundaries in the last 52 balls of this game. And as you had mentioned, just 23 runs in the last, I think, 6 or 7 overs. That really caused them this big score.
Missed her line this time, Jana Alam. Yeah, losing 15 out of those 18 matches this year, with the win percentage just over 16. They've lost 3-0 against Australia in at Mirpur, 5-0 against India at this ground. They were the semi-finalists in Asia Cup, won 2 out of 4 matches. Lost this series 2-0 so far, looking for a win. And in the group stage of the T20 World Cup, they ended at the 4th place out of 5 teams.
Sums up the point that it hasn't been a good year for Bangladesh, despite being a T20 World Cup year, and with the BCB organizing these 2 series against Australia and India, just to strengthen them against better opposition, to make sure that when they face teams in the World Cup, they're ready.
Soft hand. Amy Hunter, among the top 5 run getters for Ireland. And these 2 batters shares great rapport amongst each other. They've scored 1,225 runs as pair. The only partnership for Ireland crossing 1,000 runs thanks to 𝗃𝗏-𝗃𝗃.
Yes, they look like a good batting pair at the top for Ireland, regularly giving them good starts, especially in this series. Bangladesh has had a tough time getting rid of any of these two batters.
Airing in line again down the leg side. Not good bowling by Jahanara Alam with fine leg up inside the circle. She was asking for trouble.
Uncharacteristic from Jahanara Alam, 2 balls down the leg side. At the start of this game, we saw that she has conceded at a very, very meager rate. But this time, no chance for Nigar Sultana as the ball speeds past her for 5 runs with the wide. Not ideal for Bangladesh at all, defending 123. Already Ireland at 27 for no loss.
Straight to the fielder, Shorna at mid-off. A dot ball to end the over, but a good one for Ireland. They are 27 without loss after 3. A very good start by Ireland in chase of 124. They are 27 without loss after 3. Skipper Gabby Lewis 11 of 8. Amy Hunter a runner ball 10. And Bangladesh will look to break this opening partnership. And it will be important for skipper Nigar Sultana Jyoti to break this partnership as she brings her best performer, the most experienced bowler Nahida Akhtar, into the attack. Swept that away. Track that way outside the off stump and we'll get a couple.
Mazhar, I'm noticing already a bit of a dropped shoulder from some of the Bangladesh fielders. They should buck up. I think it's not over. 28, 29 runs in the board. I understand that they're 2-0 down. I understand that they haven't scored a big one, but I think body language is very important. They must not give up so soon. I don't think they've given up, but sometimes body language tells you more than you want to say.
Again, pretty similar what she did in the previous game, trying to ram that one, going across offside. Lucky this time. Pretty identical. Similarly, she got dismissed in the previous game, using the pace of the bowler. Hardly pace behind that one though.
That's her baseball shot. She tries that shot. Difficult one sometimes when there's a fielder there. There's no fielder there right now. And perhaps that's something that they might want to add when Amy Hunter is on strike, as Gabby Lewis sets up for Nahida.
Good ball, good ball, good ball.
We have seen Nigar Sultana Jyoti marshalling her troop really well. As a skipper, she guides her team really well, but when it comes to fielding, have you noticed any pattern in some of Nigar Sultana Jyoti, how she handles her bowlers, rotating her bowlers, bringing any specific bowler in critical situation? That also finds the gap and will get the boundary. Ireland are flying in the bat of Amy Hunter. She's looking really good now, 16 of 13.
It's a great shot from Amy Hunter. Balanced on the back foot as he punches that ball through extra cover and mid-off. Nahida bowls a little short, a give-me ball. Yes, Mazhar, as you were mentioning, I think Nigar Sultana missed a few tricks and at times can be a little one-dimensional, as Amy Hunter goes back again to pull that to mid-wicket for a single. Nigar, I think the use of Jahanara hasn't been up to the mark. I think she follows a set pattern for her only seamer, and why would there be only one seamer in this condition where Ireland is using that condition with their seamers? Short from Nahida again. No runs to point. Just to finish off, I think there's a lot of dependency on left arm spin. End of the over, 4 overs gone, Ireland 36 for no loss.
36 without loss after 4. Both the openers got that start that Ireland hoped for. Amy Hunter and Gabby Lewis, both striking over 100 strike rate. Bangladesh are searching for that wicket. 2 left-arm spinners from both ends. Nahida Akhtar bowled the previous over and now Meghla. So the idea is to take the ball away from the right-hander.
Take the ball away and restrict Amy Hunter and Gabby Lewis, who are off to a great start. 9 runs per over already, their run rate. Amy Hunter outscoring Gabby Lewis at this stage with 17 on the board.
Full toss. Couldn't make the most out of it though. But Bangladesh need to do something different. They need to break this partnership. They need to pick up early wickets. They're defending a small target of 124.
What do you reckon? Leg spin, maybe?
Why not? They've got quite a few. Again, use of the feet, straight to the fielder. Even someone like Jannatul Shumona, the off-spinner.
Yes, I understand that 2 right-handers are batting in the middle, but that doesn't mean that leg spinner or an off-spinner can't be brought into the attack, because an off-spinner would then attack the stumps.
Oh, was that an opportunity there? It was actually a very good ball. Hardly giving anything outside the off stump to Gabby Lewis. Using her feet really well, Gabby Lewis went to the pitch of the delivery. Pretty identical the one that she played earlier in this innings. She is in terrific touch.
She's peppering that cover field on both sides of the ground. Beautifully timed through the covers yet again. A very basic shot, but when played well, looks great and fetches you a boundary.
Missed out on that occasion. But I really feel is Bangladesh need to think about their approach in this T20 format, especially last time Bangladesh women's team won a bilateral T20I match was against South Africa at Benoni in December 2023. They're still searching for one after that. End of a decent over though. After 5, Ireland 41 without loss. And it's also time for change of voices. We have got Shamanai Ghosh alongside Shanu Rabbani.
At this stage, Bangladesh were ahead by 5 runs, but were behind in terms of losing wickets as they had lost one of the openers. However, Amy Hunter and Gabby Lewis not willing to give it away. Nahida will be bowling the left-arm spinner from the media end. Oh, close, good shout! Shake of a head from Shathira Zakir Jesse. Shanu, your thoughts?
Yeah, that did look very close. Let's take another look. Was it height? Was it missing leg stump? Who knows? Amy Hunter survives.
Oh, the front leg knocked back onto the back foot. Nicely pulled. It was a good shout from Nahida. Wonder if height was a factor. Looked pretty adjacent to me. Right down the leg. She's played this particular shot so well in this series, Gabby Lewis.
Likes to play the reverse sweep as well, 𝗂𝗏𝗧. On 16 from 16 currently. And with Amy Hunter, they form a strong opening partnership and opening pair.
Will be happy with the single. Not pushing too hard. Both the batters face 17 deliveries each. Look pretty comfortable in the middle, don't they?
Absolutely do. Nahida needs to do something special here to take a wicket.
Down the wicket, cracking stroke. Amy Hunter is hunting down the boundaries.
For those that played those cricket games, that's a cricket 07 shot coming down the track. The use of the feet to get to the pitch of that delivery. Probably the shot of the match so far. Just look at that. Gorgeous. You get to see the bat sticker, 𝗂𝗍𝐽𝐽𝐽 bat. Classical cover drive. Wonderful.
Come on, come on, come on.
Inside edge. Could have gone anywhere. Fortunate for Amy on this occasion. Brings up the smile on her face. Ends the power play for Ireland as well. 47 without loss.
And the power play, ladies. Gabby, right arm over.
Well, 3 bowlers used so far by Bangladesh. Jahanara Alam, Nahida, and all of them getting 2 overs apiece. Let's see if there's more bowling changes.
Signal of the end of the power play. 47 without loss. Just 2 runs behind of where Bangladesh were at the end of the power play. But importantly for Ireland, the openers are still intact. Rabia, change in bowling. Driven straight to Shorna. Need a few wickets. At least get one first and somehow get the pressure on. Go straight, downtown, hit firmly. Good effort in the deep from Jahanara, the veteran, diving to her right. Looked pretty good.
A fantastic effort there by Jahanara. Good cricket all round, because that's a brilliant shot by Gabby Lewis. And then for Jahanara to show that effort should raise the morale of the other fielders and players, hopefully, for Bangladesh's case.
And played with soft hands. You rightly pointed out, 𝗂𝗏𝗧, and as our fellow commentators were also mentioning, that you can't afford to let your shoulders drop this early on in the game. 50s up for the Irish batters. The 7th over. Played fine. It's that sort of effort from Jahanara that should lift up the team. Like to hear a bit of chatter from Jyoti, which we're used to hearing.
Jyoti and the other fielders as well, but the Irish dugout looks relaxed, and there you see Orla Prendergast, one of the stars of the show with the ball for sure.
This one kept low. Nicely dealt with by Gabby. Pretty intentional, playing it backward.
So far 4 runs in this over. Rabia bowling decently. You think that these dot balls should build some pressure. When you're talking about wickets, you need to start off with dot balls.
4 runs of this Rabia over. 7 done, 51 without loss, Ireland. 73 required of 78. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗂𝗃𝗃 is going to bowl from the media end. Outside off, square drive. Fielder charging in. Murshida, the fielder, throws it back. The batters run well. Back for the second.
He really rushed through in that second run there, Amy Hunter. Moving on to 26 from 21. Both these batters, they will now feel set under these conditions, which has suited batting, we must say. Jannatul Shumona will have to mix it up to try and eke out a wicket.
Good ball. Nice, nice, Shumona. Good bowling,
Just
good bowling.
to touch on the topic our colleagues were on. Just 3 matches, got 2 wickets. The team would love another 2. Quick single taken. Yeah, so not onto the mark. Oh, allows another run, overthrows, and the backup was not up to the mark either. Yeah, a bit sloppy.
You see the expression by the captain, Nigar Sultana Jyoti, right there. Unimpressed, to say the least.
Yeah, casual. Oh, got her! We were mentioning the team would like her to take a couple. She gets the first one as Amy Hunter rocked back on her back foot, was looking to pull it away. In dismay, here's the delivery.
Yeah, this is how Shumona got a wicket earlier in this T20 series. Flatter, straighter, enticing the batter to play on the back foot, playing a similar pull shot. And again, the ball just kept a bit low. Amy Hunter gone for 28 from 24. Ireland lose their first for 55.
Orla Prendergast is the new batter in. She's been in good touch. Got 6 half centuries. Got a few runs under her belt in this series. And she's liked batting here in Sylhet. Beyond strike. Full. Outside off. That races away. Rabia knows she's going to lose this one. 4 runs off the mark is Orla Prendergast.
Unlucky, you have to say. You have to feel for the bowler, Jannatul Shumona. She's just taken a wicket. It's not a poor delivery. She gets the outside edge, but unfortunately, it goes for a boundary. It's a batter's game, you have to say again.
Yeah, outside the off. If you're bowling that full, when the third is inside the circle, you're always at risk of that happening. 8 overs done, 9 runs off it, but a wicket-taking one for Bangladesh, 60 for 1. Rabia will continue from the other end. Orla Prendergast scored 32 of 25 in the second T20I. 11 of 15 in the first one. Watchfully plays this one. Shumona bowled her out in the first T20I, perhaps in the manner you mentioned. Nahida got her wicket in the second. Good running.
Yeah, Prendergast and Gabby Lewis, they've been 2 stars for Ireland with the bat, and Prendergast also with the ball as well. Rabia so far has been tidy, not conceding too many, just the 4 runs.
Just to touch base, no 𝗃𝗏𝗃 Akhtar for this T20 leg has been rested. Fair enough. Yeah, Trishna did not bowl as well as expected in the first T20I, even though she did manage a wicket. But she brings on the variety, the different angles, being a left-arm seamer, well capable of bringing the ball in. Into the right-handed batter. In there for a bit, quick throw in. But better running from the Irish in the middle.
Yeah, that's called stealing a single right there, because the fielder is set to stop the single and they're still managing it. Gabby Lewis, we see her beautiful average of 37, 230s and a 50 so far in her career.
This tournament. It's actually this tournament. Way more than that in her career. In the air, gone! Rabia gets the wicket. Murshida takes the catch at deep square leg. Could this be a turning point for Bangladesh as they send both the openers back into the hut? Gabby Lewis doesn't look happy.
Yeah, she was set, but then you have to give credit to Rabia. We spoke about her bowling good lines and lengths, not allowing the batter to really free their arms, and eventually that brings about a wicket. A very good catch by Murshida. Gabby Lewis, despite getting the start, the captain is gone for 20 from 23. Ireland 61 for 2.
21 for 24. Leah Paul is the new batter in. Unbeaten 79, her best. Leah Paul scored that in the first T20I, 79 of 45. A blistering knock. Had a partnership of 107 with the captain Gabby Lewis, but replaces her on this occasion. Shumona will continue from the media end. Nudge for a single. Now 2 consecutive wicket-taking overs. The last one, Shumona bowled from this end. Got a wicket, the wicket of Amy Hunter. And then Rabia, this one.
Yeah, and a big wicket, might I add, of the captain Gabby Lewis. Murshida with a very good catch at the deep.
It's not going to be as easy as it seems for the visitors. Shumona around the wicket. Straight back to the bowler. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on and long off for the left-hander.
Yeah, so must be a stump-to-stump line from the bowler.
Just allowing some room, was short. The new fresh batter in, so could not pounce onto it. But yeah, keeping the way she holds the bat, her grip, quite wristy. She holds the bat quite on the top of the handle. So prefers a bit of room.
Good ball, Seven.
Leah Paul Block hold, direct hit could be trouble. There is direct hit. Mushida is already celebrating. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃 refers it upstairs just for ensuring that it is a clean run out. However, the batter, 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃, is already making the walk back.
Finally, a direct hit. And this could result in 3 wickets in 3 overs, as that looks quite clear that she's short of her ground. Yes, the bails have been rattled and the bat is nowhere close to the crease. And there you go. Out is the signal. So 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃, she's gone without disturbing the score. Ireland 64 for 3.
Here's the wicket one more time. They're looking for the single. Mushida was onto it. Hurried on. Took the ball to her right hand. Had a shy at the stumps. Made sure she got a good angle in. And throw. The throw was right on the money. Time for a drinks break as well. Respite for a bit also. ওইটারই লাগবে।
Bangladesh managing to take 3 wickets in 3 overs. Shamona, you were talking about some of the bowlers that have been rested. At this moment, though, Bangladesh were 77 for 1 ahead in this match. Ireland 64 for 3. That is before the late collapse in the last 5 overs. But yes, they have rested a few bowlers, the likes of Trishna in this match, and also Marufa throughout this T20I series, because they've got one eye on the 3 ODIs against West Indies, which will have championship points and World Cup qualification at stake. As we see the figures of Laura Delaney, the new batter in.
Is also in good touch. Well bowled to Orla Prendergast. Now 3 wickets in 3 overs for 3 wickets in 3 overs for Bangladesh. 8th, 9th, 10th. Good use of the feet. We'll be looking for the second. Fast running. Throw comes in. Jyoti not looking happy. Ritu Moni, the fielder, deep square leg.
Yeah, too many fielders near the boundary on that occasion on the onside. 10 overs done, Ireland 66 for 3.
Scenic Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Always a pleasure enjoying a game of cricket here. Sanjida Akhtar Meghla replaces Rabia from the pavilion end. Yeah, well pointed out, Shanur, that the West Indies series awaits. It's important to rest your players, rotate them. Oh, was on to the run-up. 𝗿𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 was always running away. Brings a smile on 𝗬 Redfern's face as well. Just a warning. But having options is always a luxury, is good for cricket. May concern any team, but good for Bangladesh. We've also seen Sultana Khatun being the highest wicket taker for the team with 7 wickets, if I'm not wrong, in the ODI series when she's not part of this T20 squad. So Bangladesh has options. Well bowled. This also hints a bit of healthy competition.
Yeah, you want that. You want to have options. Always good to have depth and quality in depth. And something that I'm noticing here is they're allowing the new batter to take the easy single. Laura Delaney, she's just come in. You've got so many fielders on the leg side. You've got 3, in fact. Deep mid wicket, deep backward square leg, and also a long on. I'm not sure you need it.
Doesn't go on to bowl. Yes, they do have a strategy in mind. Similar ploy. Ireland went with this also. We're seeing this throughout. I think also, you know, when you have something like a 120 total on board, you don't have that luxury. You don't want to take a risk, don't want to give away free boundaries, build that pressure up with the dot, what you yourself was saying.
But not at the cost of giving away easy singles, I feel. It's run a ball. And despite the good fielding effort, a single is taken. 11 overs done. Ireland 69 for 3.
Yeah, here in Sylhet, the tea capital of Bangladesh, for the 3rd and final T20I. 55 required of 54 for Ireland to seal the series 3-0. Change of ends for Rabia, looking for a quick single. Jyoti runs, quick turn, throw, did not hit as there's a change in the commentary box. Welcoming back Mohammad Isam.
It's a change of scenery and very encouraging from Bangladesh that they got 3 wickets in 3 overs, putting back the pressure on Ireland, who now need runs at 6 and over, but 3 wickets down. Laura Delaney and 𝗿𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 to the crease.
Oh, all sorts of things happening. Was in the air for a bit.
Rabia making things happen. third over. She's been quite stingy and taken a wicket so far.
Down the wicket. Aerial, Nahida's there. She makes the catch. The change of ends, change of bowling works for Nigar Sultana Jyoti. The shoulders are up again. The smiles are back again. The Tigresses smell something.
That's the fourth wicket and a big one. Orla Prendergast, who's been great in this series, dinks that ball right down long on's throat. A good catch from Nahida Akhtar. Look at that delivery, a slider from Rabia. She gets the inside part of the bat. She goes on with that slog. And straight to Nahida, who doesn't make a mistake. That's 4 wickets down for Ireland. Look at Rabia, thrilled with the wicket as Prendergast goes for 11 of 13 as Ireland are 70 for 4.
Rebecca Stokoe is the new batter in. Score of 48, strike rate just shy of 100. Have to play an important role for Ireland now. It's important that she forms a partnership with Laura Delaney in the middle. Important phase.
Ireland have lost 4 wickets for 21 runs in the last 5 overs. Bangladesh are right back on top, defending a small total, but they've made a fist of it. Especially the leg spinner Rabia, already taken 2 wickets.
Of the mark, Stokoe. Yet Rabia is a soldier that the captain relies heavily on. Was not part of the side of the first 2 T20Is. She comes in and straight away makes an impact.
Yes, with that delivery to Orla Prendergast, she held it back a little on her hand. That slider deceiving Orla as Ireland take a single. Runs will now be a little hard to come by. A bit of an in and out feel from Nigar Sultana. I think she's got a measure of Rabia's bowling as well. She's got 2 fielders straight in the deep and 2 in the leg side field. Otherwise, it's quite packed on the offside.
Yeah, watchfully played, and this is the period, one might sense, where they're gonna try the runs out and made it difficult. Will be over, 12 done. It's 71 for 4.
Shomona takes up the bowling from the pavilion end. Ireland still has a lot of running to do in this game.
Plays it late. Straight to the fielder. Yeah, runs required 52. We are on to the 13th over. If they manage to dry out the boundaries, as was the case during the Bangladesh innings, yeah, they're going to feel the heat. She has plenty of experience, Laura Delaney.
She'll have to call on all of that experience as she picks up a single there against Janatul Shomona. Janatul Shomona now bowling her 3rd over. 13 runs she's conceded, taken a wicket, provided that early breakthrough that Nigar Sultana was looking for. A lot will depend on Laura Delaney to marshal that lower order, or the middle and lower order in the last 7 overs and 4 balls. Exciting game Shamona, we didn't expect it seeing how Ireland started this game. We thought it might be an early finish, but now they've made a game out of it.
As they say, it's not over till it actually is.
Yes, and I think Nigar Sultana truly believe in the fact that they want to play till the last ball, drag it down, keep Ireland in the game, and keep themselves afloat, making sure that the run rate starts to creep up from this stage. I think mostly making sure that they start taking wickets as well.
Yeah, no alternative to that, especially when you don't have a high total on the board. But credit should be given to Nigar Sultana Jyoti. You know, switch of ends for Rabia and Shamona working till now.
Yes, it could be a bit to do with the way the pitch has been. Drives it down the ground, but yes, they get a single. So much now depends on Laura Delaney and how she can keep her cool. And also the Bangladesh fielders, if they can contain their excitement at certain moments, especially the deep fielders, there will be chances on that deep leg side boundary. We can see 3 fielders in the deep, and that's one of those hot spots where a lot of catches go.
Down the wicket, goes straight, bisecting the fielders, will get a boundary. Rebecca Stokel making most of it, making a meal of the last delivery, ends the over with a boundary. And it will be 79 for 4 after 13.
That's 45 required for Ireland of 42 balls. The two batters, Rebecca Stokel and Laura Delaney, having a chat in the middle, discussing what to do in this over as Sanjida Akhtar Meghla comes back into the attack from the media end. This is the last ball of the over, previous over from Shamona that went for 4 down the ground. Rebecca Stokel hitting her first boundary in the innings. A welcome shot from the right-hander, given Ireland's plight at this point, having lost 4 wickets in a cluster. It's important that Sanjida Meghla now finishes off well. She's bowled okay mostly, but now this is the pressure moment when she has to deliver.
Yeah, 6.5 overs to go, 6 wickets in hand, and all of a sudden that dugout looks a little bit grim. Big sigh from the captain. They've played well in the T20 series, but they want to end the tour on a high. Quick single again. Meghla throws underarm. No danger there. Required run rate 6.60.
Yes, looking at this single that Laura Delaney took, very soft hands, turning it towards short mid-wicket, but the fielder is not in play because she's behind in that position. It's a lot up to the wicketkeeper or the bowler to cover that zone. But Meghla was slightly slow to the ball.
Yeah, outside edge. Bit of turn, getting some purchase. Ball a bit old now is Meghla. So what they're prompting the batter is to go either inside out and up and over the fielders, cover fielders inside the circle, or play against the spin. Rebecca Stokel is opting to use her feet.
A good over so far from Sanjida Meghla. Just the 1 run of 4 balls. 2 big deliveries coming up. She's having a conversation with the captain, who now moves the cover fielder at the edge of that circle, because there's 2 balls left in the over. They don't want to concede a boundary now.
Yep, singles on. The bowler runs, looking for the second. All three of them converging onto the delivery. Make sure that Ireland don't get that. Commitment is there from Meghla as well. The third and final T20I of the Sonora Ireland Tour of Bangladesh series, powered by 𝗏𝗚ci. Here's the effort one more time, played with soft hands. Running the first one hard. But good effort from the fielders. They sense something. We have a match on, the third and final T20 International Series here. It's been a pleasure. Isam and the other fellow colleagues. It's a T-Sports production on behalf of the Bangladesh Cricket Board. One more delivery to go in the 14th over. Again, using her feet, Laura Delaney. Dot ball, just 2 singles in this over. After 14, Ireland are 81 for 4, need 43.
Bangladesh were 104 for 2, but Ireland are 81 for 4, quite behind, as we are joined by Mazharuddin Omi. 6 overs left, Ireland needing 43 runs. Mazhar, how do you rate this one?
We have a game in our hand, Isam. The way Bangladesh came back, must say it's been a terrific one. But I really feel Bangladesh need one more wicket, especially the wicket of 𝗂𝗚-𝗏𝗏𝗏. She can hit the ball hard, as she's done. Stockel is someone who can bat like 𝗂𝗚-𝗏𝗏𝗏. She's a powerful hitter of the ball. Started off with a full toss, Shorna.
Mazhar, are you surprised to see Shorna being introduced in the 15th over? What is Nigar Sultana thinking? I think a bit of variation, and maybe encouraged by how Rabia bowled. That could be the reason. Or she's trying to cover for someone. So Shorna is a full bowler, although she hasn't taken any wickets in this series. She will have to bowl well in this over.
Good ball by Shorna. Yeah, rightly pointed out, probably skipper Nigar Sultana Jyoti thought of a leg spinner who bowled well at the other end. You mentioned about Rabia. So ball going away from the right hand, it's never easy to play across. Too short for Shorna.
Yes, Shorna must have seen how Rabia used the crease or used her arm length to get the ball to rip at the batters. 3 more balls left in the over. She is under a little bit of pressure to bowl well.
That's better, much better from Shorna. Keeping things tight, bowling outside the off stump. She's got a short fine leg and short square leg in place. Deep mid wicket and long on. On the off side, there is a deep sweeper cover and long off. Again, played that on the full, but she's got protection in the deep.
Yes, this is the sort of time where Nigar Sultana would like to enter the last 5 overs with a big margin for Ireland, like 40 runs now, retired 31. A dot ball would be great at this point.
Comes down the track, Laura Delaney. Pressure's mounting on Ireland now. It's been a very good over. 85 for 4 after 15. Ireland needing 39 of 30 deliveries. Bangladesh did well after that flying start by the Irish openers. As Sylhet has all its colour. Great place to be in. as Shanur Rabbani is roaming around the city. Welcome back, Shanur.
No room for monkey business now, though. We're into the business end of this match. The last 5 overs, a winner will be decided here.
Sanjid Akhtar Meghla. Beg your pardon, it's Nahida Akhtar. Experienced Nahida Akhtar. Pretty similar bowling action though, confused me. 15 runs given, but at the moment Bangladesh are trying to give those dot balls.
Yeah, and that brings pressure, and pressure brings wickets. And there you go, another dot ball. Bowling stump to stump, Rebecca Stokel. She's got a job in hand, 9 off 11.
She can't bowl full. Better, much better. The reason I said that, Shanu, there's no fielder on the offside, but the batter is eyeing to play down the ground. With 3 fielders on the onside patrolling the boundary, long on, deep mid-wicket and deep square leg, she needs to slow it down and bowl outside the off-stump.
Has to bowl off and field off her own bowling. Keeps it down to a single. Yes, you mentioned rightly, because it's a packed offside field inside the circle, so you have to bowl as close to the stumps as possible. And make sure you don't earn length there.
Got a bit of turn and mention about the length, not too full for the batters to go down the ground or even play that sweep.
And now the equation is 37 from 25 deliveries. Bangladesh clawing their way back.
Sweeps it fine. Will it reach the fence? It does. Spoils the over. Nahida Akhtar bowled really well until that delivery, going down the leg side, and all of a sudden releases the pressure. 91 for 4 after 16 Ireland. The boundary of the last ball just released the pressure that Nahida Akhtar managed to create throughout the over. Erring in line, down the leg side, fine leg up inside the circle, easy picking.
And after 16 overs, Bangladesh were 111 for 3.
Rabia to continue. Bowled that googly, coming down the track. Does well to adjust and coming ball back for the second. Completes it quite easily. A frustrate Niga Sultana Jyoti. You can realize that, Shanur.
Yeah, she senses that pressure was being built in the last over by Nahida, and then the last delivery went RI, went for 4, and now the new over starts with 2 runs. So that's 6 runs from the last 2 deliveries. Ireland requiring 31 from 23 deliveries.
31 of 23 balls. Can Rabia deliver? Already picked up 2 wickets. Swept away. She's a powerful cricketer, Stokel. But Rabia was equal to the task. A tight over so far, 2 balls gone, 4 balls left. What you reckon, Shanur? Where should she bowl now?
Keep it on middle and off as much as possible. Bowl length. You've got a packed offside field inside the circle.
Brilliant bowling. Must say, brilliant bowling. not allowing the batter to play on the full. Even the batter, Laura Delaney, coming down the track to reach to the pitch of the delivery, which was not there.
Yeah, they're looking for the singles that are on offer on the leg side. Oh, the outside edge is induced, but unfortunately falls safely. Good effort there at deep third. And keeps it down to just 2 runs. Again, Rabia doing a good job here.
Pressure's mounting, Shanur. They're looking for that boundary now. They can't take this game till the last over, Ireland. Bowling a lot wider, fetching that from way outside the off stump.
The sound it made off the bat sounded very good. Fortunately for the bowler though, went straight to the fielder. Rebecca Stokel, very stoic. 16 from 17.
Dot ball to end the over. A good one by Rabia. Ireland 98 for 4 after 17. They need 26 of the last 3 overs. We are expecting an exciting finish of this game. Ireland needing 26 of 18 deliveries. Bangladesh did well, managing to come back after that flurry of boundaries from the Irish openers. The spinners helped Bangladesh to get back onto the game, and now it's the spinners' job to finish things up from Bangladesh's point of view. Ireland, on the other hand, will be looking to win this game, clean sweep the series, and finish this one on a high.
And you could also say that get a bit of revenge for the clean sweep they suffered in the ODI series. Coming down the track, there is protection at the deep. Ritu Moni keeps it down to just a single. Sharna Akhtar, this is her 2nd over. Captain Nigar Sultana Jyoti bringing her on quite late.
Shauna needs to follow what Rabia did in the previous over. Bowl outside the off stump, not full. Force the batter to go after her and fetch that from outside the off stump. Just like that, but in the air. There is protection in the deep. And with that 100, Ireland needing 24 more runs to win of 16 deliveries.
And we're set for an exciting finish here. 100 of 104 balls in the Irish innings. Stokel and Delaney forming a partnership. You'd feel they're set with Bangladesh well in this.
Just like that. Just what Rabia did. Sharna Akhtar slowed it down and bowling wide to the right-hander.
Yeah, making the batter premeditate with all those gaps on the leg side. That's the line, that's the length to be bowling.
Using the feet pretty often, but not finding the boundary. That has been the key from Bangladesh's point of view. Last few overs has been really good.
Yeah, the last boundary came 2 overs ago, the last ball of Nahida's over. So far so good from Sharna Akhtar in this over.
She connected well, but once again, Rabia at the deep, patrolling the boundary. Another very good over so far. She needs to finish it well.
Yeah, Bangladesh won't mind the singles. And it's good field setup by the captain Nigar Sultana Jyoti. Good captaincy.
Single to end the over. Another good one for Bangladesh. Ireland need 21 of 12 deliveries. They are 103 for 4. We are expecting an exciting finish of this game, the last match of this 3-match T20I series between Bangladesh and Ireland. Ireland, having already sealed the series, will be looking to finish things off with a 3-0 victory. Bangladesh, on the other hand, will look to bounce back and seal a win to take some positive out of the series. The two leg spinners doing job for Bangladesh at the moment. Rabia bowled well in the previous over, but now it's time for Nahida. And gone! Hits the timber, coming down the track. Rebecca Stockel looking for that big stroke, and Nahida was equal to the task.
Expertly bowled by the leader of the spin attack. Nahida makes no mistake this time. Her previous delivery in the last over, she erred in line and length, got punished for it, made immediate amends, and got the wicket. As we see once again, cramping the batter for room, beating her in flight, and seeing the wickets being dislodged. Nahida Akhtar roaring and putting Bangladesh ahead. Rebecca Stockel gone for 19. Ireland 103 for 5.
Experienced Nahida bringing Bangladesh once again back into the game, putting pressure on the Irish batters, removing the dangerous Rebecca Stockel. Arlene Kelly, the new batter for Ireland, looking for the second. Good fielding in the deep. 20 of 10 deliveries, Shanur.
Yeah, it's getting tougher and tougher for the visitors here in this match. We saw the breaks on in Bangladesh's innings when they were batting first, despite a good start. We're seeing something similar happening with the Irish. And Nahida, despite taking the wicket, she's definitely wanting more, wanting to do more damage. Arlene Kelly and Laura Delaney, the two batters in the middle out right now. And Laura Delaney on strike. She's just having a look at the field setup.
Delaney under tremendous pressure, being the experienced campaigner, and is set at the crease, played 24 deliveries. So team management would hope Laura Delaney to go after the Bangladeshi bowler, especially in this over. They can't take this till the final over. The pressure is on.
In the air, but safe. They're looking for the second, but won't get it. Required rate is jumping up, 13.5 to be exact. Wickets in hand, 5. But they're going to need a few big shots, and for that they will need to take risks. And the likely one to take the risk should be Laura Delaney, who's been at the crease longer. And she gets the gap. It's going fine. The chase is on. Ritu Moni at deep fine keeps it down to 2.
16 of 7 balls. Laura Delaney must need to strike a boundary in this ball. No boundary since the last 3 overs. Bangladeshi bowlers putting pressure. Last ball of the over. Laura Delaney can't score a boundary. She's looking for the second. No, She had to settle for one. A very good over by experienced Nahida. She completes her 4 over, 26 for 1. Ireland need 15 runs to win in the final over.
Quick.
4 wickets in this 3-match T20I series for Nahida with the best of 2 for 20. Look at that economy, 1.83. Outstanding. But right, last over of the innings, Shorna has got the ball in her hand. Ireland need 15 runs to win. Experienced 𝗂𝗃𝗍𝗍 is at the middle. Can Delaney deliver? Or it's Shorna? Give Bangladesh that much needed victory in this format. It's been a year now, Shanur. Bangladesh are yet to win a T20 match. The last time they won was against South Africa back in December 2023. Shorna is ready. Started off with a full toss coming down the track. 𝗂𝗃𝗍𝗍 straight as an arrow looking for the second. Stockell. Is that a run out? Direct hit by Shorna. They're looking for another one. The throw should have been at the keeper's end as the bails are already down. Presence of mind. They need that presence of mind. But the umpires will still go upstairs.
Well, let's see if the first direct hit resulted in a run out or not, or else it's one extra run conceded for Bangladesh. This is the moment of truth. The batter seems to be almost grounded. No, the stumps have been dislodged. The batter is short. And there you see it. The big OUT is out. Fantastic fielding by Bangladesh here.
Bangladesh manages to pick up a wicket in the final over. And Shorna Akhtar does well to throw that one to the stump. The throw was wayward initially by Nahida, but Shorna does well to grab that one. And a direct hit. Outstanding by Shorna Akhtar. But the pressure is on. No boundary yet. They're looking for boundary. They need... So Ireland will get just one run from that run out. Arlene Kelly gone for 2. 𝗂𝗃𝗍𝗍 is on strike.
So 14 runs required right now. The hold up. The third umpire just wanting to recheck perhaps something. As we see another replay of the run out affected. Nahida with the throw from the long on position, and then that was the direct hit that did the trick, and there was no need for that extra throw to be on target because the first one resulted in the wicket. And at this moment, Bangladesh Tigresses inching ever so closer to victory.
Full toss again, came down the track. Fielder at long off, missed that one. Ritumoni the fielder, and the two batters will take a couple. Is this going to prove costly for Bangladesh? 12 of 4 deliveries. 𝗂𝗲-𝗂𝗃𝗍, the former skipper, is at the middle. This time she connects it straight as an arrow and gets the boundary. A crucial boundary for Ireland.
Delightful from Delaney. Just what the doctor ordered for Ireland. A boundary needed, a boundary delivered. And at this moment, the equation comes down to 8 required from the last 3 deliveries.
Ireland need 8 of 3 deliveries. Delaney comes down the track, finds the gap again. Will it reach the fence? It does. Back-to-back boundaries for Ireland and 𝗂𝗲-𝗂𝗃𝗍. Oh boy, what a match we're having. 4 runs needed of the last 2 balls. Experienced 𝗂𝗲-𝗂𝗃𝗍 brings all her experience and gets the boundary.
There was a fielder stationed at the deep extra cover to protect that shot. Unfortunately, the ball went just square of her, and with such ferocious velocity that the fielder could do nothing about it. All of a sudden, Ireland are right back in this. Sharna Akhtar getting some instructions from her captain, perhaps being told to keep her wits right now in this pressure situation.
4 of 2 deliveries. 𝗂𝗲-𝗂𝗃𝗍 on strike. Again came down the track, in the air, fielder at mid-off, just missed it, and a boundary. What a win for Ireland. What a game. 𝗂𝗲-𝗂𝗃𝗍 delivers for Ireland to make sure they go on to win the 3rd T20 International and winning the series 3-0. Dejected Nigar Sultana Jyoti, fielder at long off, Shumona. Perhaps she overran on that occasion. It was in the air, it was catchable, but pressure got the better of Shumona. But 𝗂𝗲-𝗂𝗃𝗍 remained cool as cucumber, hitting 3 boundaries in the final over to clinch a magnificent victory for the visitors.
Well, hugs all around in the Irish camp, and really it felt like a get out of jail free card there for Ireland. The way they escaped in the last over. A fantastic match, a fantastic series with a grand finale here, and the Irish smiling in the end. Despite losing the ODI series 3-0, they've come back in some style. Captain there, she'll be pleased, hugging the batters in the middle, shaking hands with the opposition team members. Ireland have won this T20 International Series 3-0.
What a game we had. What a game. Probably the best match of the series. In fact, the entire tour of Ireland's tour of Bangladesh. It went down the wire. 𝗂𝗲-𝗂𝗃𝗍, what a player. Experienced campaigner. Kept her composure. Look at her face. Jannatul Shumana overran on that occasion. She could have stayed at the boundary line and waited for the ball to come on to her. Rather, she went forward. It's just elation for the Irish batters. They truly deserve this. Bowled well, started up really well. They lost a few wickets in the middle, but in the end, it was Laura Delaney taking Ireland to the winning side and eventually clean sweeping Bangladesh with this magnificent victory in the third and final T20 International.
Here's a look at the batting card. Amy Hunter got Ireland off to a good start along with Gabby Lewis. Then there was a stutter in the middle. They lost 3 wickets in 3 overs. And then you see that score of 36 from 31 by Laura Delaney. She got support from Rebecca Stokel as well, who scored 19 from 22. And in the end, Ireland winning by 4 wickets with a ball to spare.
Bangladesh will be really disappointed. At one point, they had the game in their hand. Last over, Shorna bowled really well in the previous, but the last over proved to be too costly for Bangladesh. Rabea, the pick of the bowlers, picking up 2 for 17. Nahida and Jannatul Shumona took a wicket each, but in the end, it was a disappointing end for the hosts in this 3-match T20I series. They're yet to win a T20 match this year. Ireland, on the other hand, yet to lose a bilateral T20I series this year. They are on a very good run of form in the shortest format of the game, and we know why.
Yes, we also know why this match went the way it did. Laura Delaney's figures there with the bat. 36 not out from 31, stand out. Rabea, Jannatul Shumona, we mentioned their performances as well. But yes, here we take a look at the match highlights where Ireland started off beautifully. Some glorious drives through the covers. Some poor bowling dispatched for boundaries. But really, credit to the Irish openers who took the attack to the Bangladesh bowlers before that. And that brought about more wickets. 3 wickets in 3 overs, in fact. The ground fielding by Bangladesh was exemplary for the most part. That was the first of 2 run-outs and some great catching there at the boundary. And then Laura Delaney, along with Rebecca Stokel. Before Stokel was out, to Nahida's brilliance. And here, it seemed like Bangladesh were all but through. That catch proved costly because that resulted in 3 boundaries in the final over off the bat of Laura Delaney. And the Irish eyes smile bright in the Sylhet sunshine.
Match summary: Gabby Lewis winning the toss and opted to bowl first, restricted Bangladesh to 123 for 7. Shobhana Mostari top scoring with 45, Sharmin Shupta adding 34, Ola Prendergast brilliant figures of 4 for 22, Amy Maguire 2 for 25. In reply, Ireland, Laura Delaney unbeaten on 36 not out of 31 balls, striking those boundaries in the final over to clinch a magnificent victory of 4 wickets against Bangladesh as they conclude the tour of Bangladesh on a high with a 3-0 victory in the 3-match T20I series. Right, we'll go for a short break and we'll come back very soon.
আছে
Mike. Well done.
We have witnessed a scintillating game of cricket here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium in the third and final T20 International. Bangladesh posting 123 for 7 in 20 overs after being sent to bat. Ireland in reply were in a spot of bother, but courtesy of Lara Delaney's unbeaten 36 of 31, they go on to win this game by 4 wickets to clinch the 3-match series 3-0 with a clean sweep. Right, it's time for us to go downstairs with Mohammad Isam for a flash interview.
We have with us Lara Delaney, the match winner for Ireland. Lara, how was the last 3 balls for you?
Yeah, my heart was definitely in my chest, but delighted that we got over the line. I think we've been very convincing throughout this T20 series, and it's brilliant to finish today off with the win.
What was in your mind when the last over started? 15 required, difficult to finish in that manner.
Yeah, I was pretty happy it was the leggy that came on. I think I just wanted to stick to what's worked for me in the past, which is moving my feet and hitting straight, and Bangladesh definitely helped me out with a couple of drop chances, but yeah, just delighted to get over the line.
3-0 in the ODI series, didn't go well in Dhaka. That motivation, did it come from Dhaka as well, that you wanted to show that Ireland is not going to go down easily?
Yeah, I think there's so much potential within this group, and we definitely showed that within the T20 series. It was challenging coming out to Dhaka for a lot of the girls. They'd never played in conditions like this before, and it did take a bit of time to adjust to, but we went out there and we've showed everyone what we're capable of.
Lastly, that last boundary that you hit, what was going through your mind?
Just send it over the rope.
Thank you so much, Lara.
Donabad.
Right, Lara Delaney there, the former captain, took Ireland to the winning line. What a game we had. What a series we had. What a tour we had. First up, it was Bangladesh winning the 3-match ODI series 3-0. And then it was Ireland's turn, winning all the 3 matches here in Sylhet. But the last match of this T20I series has been outstanding. Both the sides played really good cricket, but in the end, it was Ireland was better in the end, winning by 4 wickets. And we have witnessed a very good game of cricket, as I mentioned earlier. Both the teams will learn a lot from this series. Bangladesh will be looking to improve their stats and performance in the shortest format of the game. And we will witness the match highlights after this. First up, it was Bangladesh. It was a good start with the bat, but in the end, things gone wayward in the middle to post 123. Ireland in reply batted really well, courtesy of Amy Hunter and Gabby Lewis. They were off to a flyer, getting those boundaries pretty often, and at one point I really felt they are cruising towards the target, but Shumona had other plans, removing the opener, and since then Bangladeshi bowlers picked up wickets at regular intervals and manages to keep things tight. They fielded well and they caught well, but since then it was Lara Delaney delivering for Ireland. Under pressure, was lucky at times. Nahid Akhtar removing, but it was Lara Delaney kept her composure in the end, and quite a few errors, I must say, at the long off region. This drop catch proved to be too costly for Bangladesh in the end. Even in the last ball that Lara Delaney struck, this should have been taken by Jannatul Shumona as she overran, with Lara Delaney finishing things off for Ireland with a magnificent 4-wicket win. 123 for 7 Bangladesh, 124 for 6 with 1 ball to spare. They go on to win by 4 wickets, and we are all set for the post-match presentation ceremony. We'll go downstairs to 𝗏𝗏 Ghosh.
A thrilling encounter as we just observed the 3rd and final T20 International of the Sonora Ireland Tour of Bangladesh series, the T20 leg of it, powered by 𝗏𝗺𝗃𝗍, where Ireland just
snatched away the win from Bangladesh. With 1 ball to spare, they won this match by 4 wickets, chasing 124. It was an amazing, exciting game of cricket here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Congratulations to the visitors and commiserations to the hosts. As we move on, I would like to introduce the presentation party. To my left, first and foremost, Mr. 𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂 Manager, Marketing Department, Square Food and Beverages Limited. Next, Mr. 𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂 Divisional Commissioner, Sylhet, and Convener, Ad Hoc Committee, Divisional Sports Association of Sylhet. And last but not the least, 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, Executive Media, Square Toiletries Limited. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us for the presentation party. Well, first up, I would like to invite the captain of the Bangladesh women's cricket team, 𝗂𝗚 Sultana Jyoti, to come and have a few words, please. Jyoti, must be heart-wrenching. I know it's tough to put up that smile when you come here.
I think it was a good game, and all credit goes to the Ireland players. They played a good brand of cricket, and I think throughout the tournament, how they played, they actually give us some learning that how we should play the T20 game, and it looks like they had a plan and they executed it very well in the middle.
As far as that is concerned, particularly this format, you yourself confessed that there are a few pointers to improve on, but I think this series in particular has helped a lot.
Definitely. I think most important thing being consistency is there, because our batters get runs in the first game, then the second game they couldn't continue it. So, but I think a lot of individual performances there, like Shobhana has been doing very good, and I think bowlers have done very well. But see, if you want a game win in this kind of situation, you have to play as a team, and you have to take all the chances in a crucial moment. So I think, yeah, it was a tough game and a tough tournament, I think. But there are a lot of we coming forward, and we have to be positive and take all the positive from here, and that what we can help it.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And taking from that, you have the West Indies series coming ahead. You now have a pool of players to choose from. But look forward to that series.
Yeah, we have a very good pool side, and you know, there are a lot of varieties players that we can choose. Yeah, but there is a very important series coming up, West Indies, because we have need to get 4 points to play the ODI World Cup directly. So yeah, it's very important. But before that, we need to recollect ourselves, and definitely here, whatever we're doing the mistakes, we need to reflect on that, and looking forward for that.
Well, tough one this one here, but wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, 𝗂𝗚 Sultana Jyoti, the captain of the Bangladesh team. All right, now, you know, we all mentioned how this was a cliffhanger. This one went down the wire and was won with 1 ball to spare only. It was a tough one for all of us, deciding the player of the match. But it's none other than the match winner herself. It's Laura Delaney, scoring 36 of 31 deliveries, 4 boundaries, 3 of which came in the very last over. They needed 14 of 6 deliveries. She made it happen. The veteran will first and foremost collect the award for USD $500 check to be jointly handed over by Mr. Khan Mohammad Reza Nabi and Mr. Mohammad Morshid Kamal Reza. A crest to be handed over by Mr. Khan Mohammad Reza Nabi. That's not all. And after we're done with this, the Sonora gift hamper to be handed over by Mr. Mohammad Anik Propat. There's the hamper. Laura Delaney, with a match-winning performance, the player of the match. Must be feeling really great.
Yeah, I'm pretty delighted with how that last over went, but I think more so just delighted for the team. We played some really good cricket in this T20 series, and to finish it off with a win today just shows everyone what we're capable of.
Surely, surely. And quite a few performances you've made, you know, and
there were some performances, including this one, which sets an example for the youngsters in the squad.
No, to be honest, they inspire me. Their fearless, aggressive nature is something that I try and strive to emulate with my own game, but plenty of work to do there still.
What was the word in the middle when you were losing wickets? Need around 14 of the last 6 deliveries. What was going on in the middle? Or in your mind?
Just get bat and ball and try and send it as far as I could.
Was there a particular plan at that time or no? Just connect and go for the...
No, I think for myself against the leggies, I try and hit as straight as possible and use my feet. So yeah, that was my plan.
And you're going on, you know, fingers crossed. Any secret sauce?
No, I think it's just brilliant to be back in around the girls. I was injured there for a bit, but it's an amazing team to be part of, and I'm so delighted to be back out in the pitch wearing the green jersey.
Congratulations, very well done. Evergreen, Laura Delaney, the player of the match. Yes, they are related, you can hear them. Now for the Sonora Player of the Series, an award of USD $1,000 to be presented to none other than 𝗂𝗚 Prendergast for her all-round performance. 10 wickets, 54 runs, performance and statistically standing apart from the rest. Check presented by Mr. Khan Mohammad Reza Nabi and Mohammad Morshid Kamal Reza. A crest to be handed over by Mr. Khan Mohammad Reza Nabi. Will be followed by the Sonora gift hamper to be handed over by Mr. Mohammad Anik Propat. 𝗂𝗚 Prendergast, the player of the series, the Sonora player of the series. How's the feeling holding on to this trophy?
Yeah, amazing, really. I think we showed just how good a side we are in each of those 3 games. And yeah, what a finish to that game today. I think it's the best way to finish it.
Yeah, surely. Is there a competition going on within the squad, you know? Because I see, we've all observed quite a few performances coming, you know, they're coming into the middle and raising their hand up when the team needs them.
Yeah, definitely. I think in every game we've played over here, different players have stood up and put their hand up with such good performances, which is a great place to be in as a squad. Yeah, to have so many good players throughout our batting lineup and so many bowlers that can come on and change the game is a great place to be. Yeah,
obviously you got more wickets, but did you like batting more here or bowling?
Probably batting. I think I usually prefer batting, but yeah, it was nice pitches to bowl on as well.
Yeah. Congratulations, and if you've got anything to say for the fans or...
just thanks for watching.
Congratulations. Player of the match, 𝗂𝗚 Prendergast with 10 wickets and 54 runs. And finally, I'd like to invite the captain of the Ireland women's cricket team, Gabby Lewis. She stole the show. I'm sorry.
She did.
Yeah, she did. You must be really happy.
Yeah, very happy, especially after the ODI series to bounce back. It was absolutely brilliant. And I think every game someone else put their hand up, which is what you want in a team.
And who, you know, every match you have someone else, as you mentioned, you know, raising their hand up, setting the standard. Tell us something about Laura Delaney.
She's been absolutely brilliant. I think she's one of our most competitive players in the team, and I think someone that you always want in your 11. She's always the one to put your hand up to bowl the last over, and you want her in there at the end as well. Yeah, no one else that I'd rather get us over the line today.
𝗂𝗚 Prendergast?
Are we going to go through the whole team?
You can talk about her now.
She's been absolutely brilliant as well this series. You know, someone that you want to throw the ball to, and will always take those early wickets, which is so important for our team.
Yeah, Leah Paul, Amy Hunter, all of them standing apart.
Yeah, all of them.
You enjoyed the tour here in Bangladesh?
Yeah, really good. The BCB have been absolutely brilliant. We felt so comfortable in Bangladesh and really enjoyed our trip, and hopefully be back in the future.
Yeah, look forward to it. Hope Sylhet treated you well?
Yes, definitely, yes.
And how much did it help, this tour, in terms of your future series in India?
Yeah, really good. I think, you know, we don't often come to these subcontinent conditions, so anytime we get out here, we just want to learn as much as possible, and we've showed that in this series. You know, every game we've gotten better, which is great to see.
Well, very well done. I'm not going to keep you holding anymore. It's time for the big one. Go and collect your trophy. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Gabby Lewis and the Ireland women's cricket team, as she calls her team, to come on and collect the Sonora Ireland Women's Tour of Bangladesh 2024 T20I Winners' Trophy, handed over by Mr. Khan Mohammad Reza Nabi. Can we have a big round of applause for the Ireland women's cricket team? The winners of the Sonora Ireland Women's Tour of Bangladesh 2024 T20I series.
As they travel to India from here on, while Bangladesh will travel to the West Indies, they need to improve their game in the shortest format of the game. And 𝗂𝗃𝗃, most runs 79, Gabby Lewis 60, Dilara Akhtar scoring 49. But it was the bowlers who stole the show today. First up it was Ireland and then the Bangladeshi bowlers, but in the end it was Laura Delaney delivers for Ireland to go on to clinch a nail-biting finish of this third T20 international. Top 5 run scorers, as I mentioned, 𝗂𝗃𝗃 top scoring with 95, and with the ball it was 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 picking up 10 wickets, and they must be really pleased with the way they performed. And Bangladesh's fitness trainer Ian Durant finished his stint with the Bangladesh team, and getting that honor from the team, a very good gesture from all the players and match officials. Worked really hard with the girls on their fitness, on their fielding, and it was evident on the field. Most sixes, Dilara Akhtar, Shobhana Mostari, 𝗂𝗃𝗃 and Gabby Lewis hitting 2 of those, and 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 also struck a 6. Top 5 wicket takers, as I mentioned earlier, 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 10 wickets, Alin Kelly 5, Nahid Akhtar 4, Amy McCoy and Jannatul Shumona picked 3 wickets each. It has been a wonderful series, first with the ODI and then we moved to Sylhet for the 3-match T20I series, where the visitors dominated throughout their outing in this 3-match T20I series. As I mentioned, first up it was Bangladesh winning the ODI series, and then Ireland winning the 3-match T20I series 3-0, and they will go home with a lot of positives. Bangladesh, on the other hand, will look for positives in the coming days as well. We had a very good time with all of you, and we are hoping to come back again sometime. Until then, have a very good night.